Hello,
Hello, Clarice.
Francis.
Oh, Foist in the bit. Yeah, 14 people already.
Uh,
You just take a couple. We used to get 10 of you, mother. I apologize. I wasn't able to do this for a week, but started my new job. I switched jobs and I work the night shift now. So if I go live during the week, from there on, it's going to be
during the day.
12 o'clock. Yeah, it's going to be, no, during the morning because I go to work at 2. So yeah,
Shadow.
I need a little nap before I go up in there. I need a nap. But, oh my God, let me tell you about this crazy lady at my job. Crazy lady, talk to herself.
hey,
I was warned about this lady.
Rex.
Rex, what's up?
Oh, so she
I
the
was, warned,
resident crazy lady.
I was warned about her, but I didn't know who she was. And on Thursday, they told me about her. Like, yo, stay away from this lady. But I don't know nobody by name. So I'm like, okay. And it was at the end of the day, so they couldn't point her out. So I get put over on the side because the machine is down that makes the medicine or puts it together and puts it in the vials. So the machine is down. So they asked us to fold the boxes so we can get the boxes ready. So she told me to go over about this one crazy lady. I noticed she always staring at me. The last 2 days, she just zoned in staring at me. So I get over there, right? I moved the cart. It's a little cart where we put the boxes in, so I can get in there to actually get some of the empty boxes to fold. She no, don't move it. And I look at her like, okay. And she's like, I'm sorry, I didn't pass my anger management classes. What the fuck is going on? And then she's like whispering stuff to herself, and then she starts like literally having a conversation and answering her own questions like a full blown. You would think two people is talking, but it's just her. And I'm sitting there like, please, somebody get me away from this lady, please. And then I told the lady that told me, I was like, yo, this lady over here. She was like, that's the lady I told you about. And then they kept putting me next to this lady. And
Cause
I keep trying to walk off, and the leader keeps telling me, Day Day, where you going? I'm like, I don't want to tell her out loud, like, this lady's fucking crazy. So I'm like, yeah, I'm trying to figure out what's going on over here. Ain't nothing to do over there. So I'm looking over here to learn everything. She's like, you gotta tell me and blah blah. I don't gotta tell you shit to walk 5 feet across the room. You rather me stand there doing nothing instead of going over there? But I'm new, so I don't want to say all this, and I just go back. And this lady is having a full blown but she's looking at me in my face while she's talking to herself. So it's one thing if somebody be talking to themselves, but to be looking at you in your eyes while
yeah,
she's
that shit be
talking to
kind of
herself,
freaky.
I couldn't wait to get out that building. I go to clock out.
Black Anonymous, Malik.
She, she's sitting by Black Anonymous Malik. What's up, Unc? What's up, Black Anonymous? I'm sitting here and she just, oh my God, it was the worst, scary shit ever. Oh, Remy, how are you? Are you in the clouds? All right, I appreciate you, Black Anonymous. Oh my God, I ain't never been so scared in my life. One of the most scariest moments in my life. That lady was truly terrifying. It's one thing for somebody to be talking to themselves and having a full answering their own questions and going off of with speaking in third person, all that. She was doing all that, sis. She was answering her own questions, speaking in third person, but she's looking at me in my eyes as she does it. I don't know. I put it on myself. I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, somebody
Mad.
pranking me. I was hoping somebody was trying to prank me or something. No, they was like, no, that's the crazy lady I took. She told on this 60-year-old lady, nice sweet lady that told me about it. She went and told her that she was told the manager that she was trying to touch her butt, and she said
Lord.
she was trying to say she you touched her. So I'm like literally trying to stay away from this lady. Like they got her in front of the camera because she didn't did it to so many people apparently. Miss Lanae.
What's going on?
Good
How did
evening. Good evening.
Hi, Trissy.
We're gonna give it a
Hey.
little. We'll give it about 3 more minutes to let some more people get in the building, and then the floor is yours because I know you got a whole lot you need to say. But
Oh
one
yeah.
thing I do want to elaborate on a little bit more because that went viral. I know you noticed that everybody was talking about it.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
got we got to talk more about this Michigan thing. But we gonna give it a couple more minutes. Let some more
Why y'all
people
didn't
get
tell
in.
me it was Highland Park? I thought it was Hyde Park. I was just listening to the person. I was like, oh
Everybody
shit.
was everybody was talking about it,
Just
and they
strong
played
in my
the clip.
conviction.
They played the clip. Some people was against it. Some people. They had one person that I seen that was like, I don't think he knows the whole story.
I don't. And then so I wanted to talk to y'all. I know about the talking over. I don't think that was like intentional.
And I was going to address that. What people don't know is there's a lag.
Yes, yes. And I didn't want y'all to think I was trying to talk over
No,
you or
I never thought that.
I missed a
Know
lot
how
of
we
stuff
used
this
to this.
We used to. That's what I'm saying. We
okay.
so
Woo.
used to it.
I was like,
There's a lag. There's a lag from
And
us
then it's kind of
talking and what
hard.
they hear too. Yeah.
yeah, I
It's
hear you guys a lot better too now. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, we
mm-hmm.
Okay,
agree
good.
good.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's
because
a lag.
I missed a whole lot of Tripsy was trying to say some things and I wasn't catching what she was saying. But I think now I understand. So yeah.
I think y'all two need to start a new show because y'all do good.
Okay.
Y'all two do good together. I saw that in the comments too. Y'all two do very well together.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think y'all kind of got the same personality.
We probably do if we sat down to talk
Mm,
longer.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Y'all
she might be
remind me of
like,
each other.
she's weird as shit.
Nah, y'all remind me
She's
of
a
each other. Like
weirdo. Why
it's
y'all
just
playing?
y'all upfrontness. Y'all don't take no shit from nobody.
Yeah.
Y'all. That's what reminds me because Trip C's she oh my god she done cussed out so many people on this goddamn channel. I'm like I'm
That's
about
what
to
I'm
lose
not.
subscribers.
And see, I'm not good at that, like that mouth thing. I don't have that. I'm not interested in it, like reading people or tearing people down. Well, I don't do good with that, but I'll cuss you out. But I'm
Yeah,
not.
I know. Like when it comes to like just taking no shit, like when she doesn't do it, like
I don't
to
just be
everybody,
cussing people
it's
out for no
usually
reason.
defending herself. It's usually in the same situation that you're in. It's usually defending herself.
Okay, and see, but everybody wants that a little bit because you don't want to be getting in a car or going home and be like, "Damn, I should have said that. That would have been
Right?
dope. That would,
I hate doing that. I hate doing that.
that
Like I got
agitates me."
yeah, been in an argument and you think of what you was supposed to say. You like, God damn it! I wish I would have said that.
Yeah, I'm not an arguer. Like I'll listen long enough. I'll be ready to fight, and if I can't fight you, I'll just go away from you because I
Yeah.
can't sit there and mouth battle nobody. I guess that's why I'm not good with it. And I like and exes, they be like, say something. I'll be like, what the hell you want me to say? I don't have nothing to say. You said what you gonna say. I said my part.
All right.
It is what it
All right, Joe.
is.
All right, so we gonna get this thing started. What's up, family? You already know what it is. It's your boy, the one and only, bring this baby, Remy El Ma'at. You are now tuned in to Rim TV. Make sure y'all like, share, subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, share this video because it's very important. The message we want to get out in this video is very important. Today we have the very lovely Miss Lanae Stacks back on our channel
Thank you.
to finish some unfinished business. Last interview was very great. It did very well. A lot of people tuned into it. A lot of people honed in on one specific topic. So we want to elaborate on that so we can get that out the way.
Yeah.
The sassiness and I heard this one channel. They were talking about when you gave him your phone and he threw it on the bed. And
I saw that.
It was like a half story or something like that. I got the story, but for the people who did not get the story, can you elaborate on that more before we get into the Highland Park?
Oh yeah, so it's a long story as far as all of the things that have happened between me and him, but I chopped it up. It's a lot of people say, "Oh, she keeps saying the same thing over and over again." Well, I mean, I'm going with the flow of the story, and in that particular story, we were in the room. And I was showing. I think what I was showing him after I watched it back was Nas. I was like, "Is Nas a Pan African?" Because I didn't know, and I couldn't figure out where he was. This is like from his way back days. And I was showing him some things that leaned toward that. And I said that he might have been on the scene before, And I guess he didn't like me saying that. And he kind of just, he could have just handed me my phone back, but he kind of like threw it on the bed. And that's when I also think, and the reason why I was like, oh, you're sassy is because one thing about Umar is he will not debate anyone, and he will not give anybody their flowers. I'm talking about that's alive, alive.
Very, very conceited.
Yeah, and very jealous. He's very jealous. This
so
is
he's
kind
a bad bitch.
Very much. He's very much. And I don't think that he's the top orator. I think that Vusi Thimbakuweyo is. And I've told him this in text and, in every way that possible. I just don't think as far as intellect, he has the same level of intellect. I feel like he's good in, our historical point of view, but I don't believe as far as put him in any category. I think Thimbakuweyo, he's that dude.
Right. So what I've heard when it comes to history, from what I heard, it's a lot of regurgitation from Dr. Ben.
It is, and not only from him, but I mean, he reads things like if I'm going to read a little bit of just name anybody, Nkrumah, I can hear his point of view. He regurgitates a lot of points that are made with previous leaders, but his own spin on it. Plus, he adds a little bit of conspiracy to it, and his followers don't know that that's a point of view. But you got to think, with everything that you know about this man, the point of view that he has on it is not the same. It's not the same as the person that was like Garvey. If Garvey was alive today, Garvey would not be dapping up Umar.
I don't think he would agree with him either.
No,
I don't think Frederick Douglass would either.
No, absolutely not. And then Malcolm would not agree with Umar. At all. No. But Malcolm and Garvey would adapt each other up,
Right.
Because, and then if you put Du Bois on there, and the reason why he doesn't like Du Bois, because Du Bois understood intellect, but he was more for the elitism only in a certain point, but he started to understand the issue with elitism, or Black folks getting more education, and I'm gonna go into that later on because Umar represents that. He
Right.
represents the reason why Dubois and Garvey couldn't get along. Umar is exactly what they thought would happen.
Right. Right. You hit the nail on the head right there with that one.
Absolutely, he's like the literal. If you read the Philadelphia Negroes, exactly what he was talking about. That's Umar.
Right.
Because they like when that girl got down in your comment section, the one that wants to be seen, and I'm not gonna name their names because they are looking for exposure in this. They claim
Right.
I want it, but they're looking for it because they keep popping in these spaces, but they won't go head up with me. So
Uh-huh.
they'll get in this grimy shit, but they want to throw in their credentials and the accolades and all that shit don't really matter because you in the muck. You see
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? So if I'm going to throw in, oh, I have 4 degrees, but I'm down here wallowing in some childish shit, don't try to come over here and peacock. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And
And
Umar
I
does that to his people.
right, and I want to say this before she continues. Lanae has not asked not one channel that she has been on
No, they asked me.
to be on the channel. We've
Yep.
all reached out to her. She's only speaking in defense of what
Yeah.
Umar said about her. Now, one of us she has not come to neither one of us, no channel that she's been on.
None
We
of them.
all reached out to her. You can
None of
continue.
them. Yeah, and after, and I said this before, after what happens, I'll shut all my shit down and I'll go away. People that know me and I talked about this a little bit with the black prepping, but I'm not into the internet. I don't want to be on the internet.
Mhm.
It means nothing to me. I don't lose no bag. I don't lose no friends, no family, because they all know if I'm out here speaking, I really feel that way about it. I
Right.
did come out with a lot of TMI, but that was I'm gonna get you before you speak on it. I'm
I
literally gonna
mean,
speak on it before you speak on it.
he started with the TMI before you did when he went around talking about your hygiene.
Well, yeah, he took it to that level. He took it to the bad bitch level because he needed something. He didn't know anything else, and there was something that no one could validate unless you up on me. But he needed something that could be like, oh, that's a way of shaming a woman, but that's not true. None of that shit is true. But here's the other thing. When I came out and laid everything out. I set the play because I know what Umar is. Umar's already shown if I get pissed off, I'm gonna weaponize that IG. That's why he wants the following. Like, the 1.1 million, that's big shit to him. He don't monetize
Mm-hmm.
it, but it's a weapon. He doesn't care about monetizing, making money and using
Right.
it for effectiveness. He wants it. Girls like it. They want to get themselves up there, get dialed up, get up there. The pictures. It's a form of um keeping like his friends. Like he got the baddest bike on the block type of thing. That's the way he uses Instagram.
I'm gonna take
That
my ball and go home.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, very much so. So he the dude with the good big wheel, and you gotta fuck with him, and people want to fuck with him because he has basically all of those people. But he doesn't
Right.
use it in a way that it could be beneficial to him, beneficial to the mission, and he doesn't use it in the right way with his enemies. That's why doxing is so much of a weapon for him. But
Right.
they can't do nothing head up. They can't do nothing with me head up. So that's where we are with the childishness. I expected it from him, but these are grown ass women. You see, these are grown women. You shouldn't even be fanned out about a man at that age. And you're not talking about the school. You're not talking about money. You're talking about his Shango.
Right. And it's disrespectful to the Orishas because you're naming
Mm-hmm.
Orisha after your penis, right?
Yep,
Like,
your
Yep.
appendage.
but
Your
you so called respect that culture and that belief system, but you're naming one of the gods in that belief system after your grandma.
This is sad.
That
It's
makes
sad as
sense.
hell. It's
So
basically reducing it, down to
right,
that. Shango was
exactly.
just about the thunder, but he started that long time ago.
Right,
He's
and you know your reach. So when these kids hear you saying this, they're gonna think of that God and think that he's the God of Shango stick. Now
yeah,
that you got me saying it.
yeah. And gummy, I want to tell y'all this. Gummy is not a man word. So her
No,
saying she gummy people running around
no,
cracking up. That's not even
no. We
something
don't
that
even say that
men.
out here in Philly.
No,
We don't
men
even
don't.
say that.
That's something that an older woman would say. If I'm a woman and I'm trying to get gummy down, that's something that a woman would say. That's
I,
not something that a man would ever say. Like, come on, give me them gums. No,
that's the
that's
first
not.
time I heard that. Like from a man.
That's why people thought I
Hey,
had false
everybody in the
teeth.
chat. Yeah,
That might
that's
have been.
usually what that
That's what I thought.
means.
When he first said it. I didn't see you before he said it.
But
So I
then
saw him first,
then I
and I was
pop
like,
out
"Did
with the
she ain't got no
gray.
teeth?"
Yeah, then I pop out with the gray hair, and they like, oh, she gotta be elderly or popping out teeth. No, that's
Hey,
no.
look, man, don't knock it till you try it.
I
Smooth
know.
sailing, smooth sailing. What Eddie Griffin say? Smooth sailing, smooth sailing. But let's get in. Let's get back into this whole Michigan thing because this is what everybody's been raving about. Everybody's been
Yeah.
talking about it. This whole Michigan thing. What he said to you, like, so let's run through this again. You said that he went out to that place specifically. Like he had no shows, no speakings over there, no nothing.
I don't know where he was in Michigan. I just attributed a Michigan to when we had the exchange in the kitchen. I was like, you've been acting like this since you came back from Michigan. This was actually the first time that I took care of his mother. The
Mm-hmm.
problem is when I left out of the space, Umar was fine. He's fine. He goes right back to the way I normally knew him. But in the
Right.
space, he was infuriated. He came into the house. So I
Might have been
figured something
ashamed
that,
of himself.
yeah, I figured something happened out in the world, and this is the possibility how he could come home or come back to the house sometimes. And nothing was wrong except for the dishes weren't done. But if you see the house, the condition of the house, I mean, that was just to my level. I was like, I didn't get to do the dishes because I had a bloody nose. I didn't even tell him I had a bloody nose. He was just like, why aren't the dishes done? Why ain't the dishes done? I just looked at him because I hadn't seen this part of him. And I was like, what the fuck is
Uh,
wrong with you?
I think he might have been ashamed of what he did. That sounds like it. It sounds like
You know
when he
what?
went to
I done
Michigan,
had
he
that
missed the
daggone
bank.
song stuck in my head since that last interview.
What's that?
What?
Doing it in the park, doing it
Doing
after
it after
dark.
After
dark.
that,
Oh yeah, after
Yay!
dark. Oh yeah.
Right.
he might have been
How do
ashamed of
you even
himself.
know that song, Tripsy? How do you even know that song?
Oh,
That's an
that
old
My
that
great
song.
uncle
yeah,
adopted me.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
okay. So
And I was raised by my grandma, so I know
okay.
that
So y'all
song.
some old souls up here. I'm amongst
Yeah,
the
yeah.
yeah. Okay, I'm amongst the
But
family.
it
Okay.
sounds like he might have been ashamed of something that he did out there in Michigan. It was something
Mich
upset him.
Yeah, Michigan was a whole nother Umar. So it's not a chick. I already figured that out because I seen that Umar when he came back from Atlanta. So when he
Okay.
came, it was always when Michigan was an issue. But let me explain to you why Hyde Park or not Hyde Park. What's it? Highland Park.
I think it's Hyde Park, Hyde or Hyde. I forgot what it's called, but y'all know what we talking about.
Yeah. So
How did you know that he went there?
well, I
Seven.
I know from a live when from the live he tells me what the itinerary is. And I knew
Yeah.
from the live, but I knew when we linked back, it was always on some. He turned into like a different person. So when he came up from Atlanta, he was that person again. So he was, and that's in a sexual sense. Like when we're doing it, he's more obsessed with the bottom, and he wasn't doing that stuff any other time. So I was like, why
Oh
are you?
wow.
What's the fascination with the asshole? Like, why are we on that
Wait,
So
wait, wait,
wavelength?
wait, wait, wait. Hold on. Pause. He tried to like. He spoke to you about it, or he tried to like do something.
He liked the oral part of it, but he would always move my bottom around to him so he could like play with that.
Wait, hold, wait, pause. Hold the boat. Hold the boat. Stop the train.
Yeah.
He liked playing and tickling booty holes.
Yes, that's his thing for when he's getting topped off.
so
That's his
so
thing.
he be going out. He be tipping off by himself to go get his fix.
You're
Oh
right, but
my god.
there have been times before when he will take my hand and move it like under, and I'm like, no, I have on nails because I don't want to do
Hold on.
that.
He's trying to get you to play with his booty hole.
Ew.
Yes, but I don't want to. I don't want to.
Ew.
I This is not new information. I said this is Lennon. I told everybody that.
And I say, every time I hear it, my stomach
Make him
hurt now.
say,
I have been consistent.
na, na, na.
Yeah, it's been consistent butt play. So then when you get, the only reason why this came back up again is because of the toilet situation. Like his comfortability with being
One man
around
already
that, like
cleaned that toilet.
yeah, I'm like, and not even that. I'm like, why don't you get some crocodile wipes? Why are you just going at that like it's no? He doesn't have a care. Like even with changing people not wearing gloves, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care.
Ah,
Because he
no,
like being
no,
back
no.
there. Oh
Huh?
Lord.
Because
Jesus, take the wheel. I'm
we've
legally
gotten
blind.
we've gotten done and then ordered food, and it's like you're not gonna.
You not gonna watch it? He's licking his fingers.
But I told him, I was like, wash your hands or whatever. But
How about a Umar?
Oh
it's
my God. Wait,
yeah,
let me get this straight. So not
he
only
just
did
not
he
his
stuff,
level.
did he do this when he was talking about the man's jaw? When at that
That's
time,
when we had the
that's when
thing
he
with
did
the.
it.
That was when we were. I think the more we talked, and more stuff that I was telling him, then the more stuff that he was opening up about. And then that's when he was started moving the hands and stuff like. And I'm just not wanting to do that because of the nails and stuff. I'm
Hold the
good.
boat. Hold the
No,
boat. Stop the train. So, all right.
that's a little bit.
When you
That's my OCD
was
kicking in.
doing the little something something to his
The
your
hot
pipe,
too, yeah,
the
the
hot
hot too.
tootie, the hot tootie, giving go not that he was slowly moving his hand, your hand,
Yeah, he would
towards
like scoot forward because his favorite
towards his
thing.
booty hole,
Yeah, yeah.
and he would try to play with your booty hole.
No, that would be like if we were like in a bed and we were just like he would roll
I do
over and
remember you saying in the kitchen he tried to put his hands down your pants, and
yeah, I was like, no, because I gotta make sure I'm fresh. I don't want to, I don't want you just going down in there. I've been working with her and stuff, and he didn't like that.
oh Lord,
He doesn't like that. He
I want
doesn't
to
want to be
say,
told no.
So he
I
just wanted you in the middle of elderly care to just bust it wide open.
buzz it
Girl,
wide open. I just want to
girl.
say, in behalf of Philly, we are not like this. I don't care
Yeah,
what
please wash your
the
hands anytime shaking hands, letting him.
fuck. I
Yeah,
hope y'all didn't shake that
because
man hand.
his head be all over the place. But here's the thing. This is my
His
whole.
head.
No, I'm
or
just
him?
like his brain be
Oh,
everywhere. Yeah,
oh,
his
oh.
brain be everywhere. But his thing is he doesn't like when I came in and started taking care of her, and I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not gonna lie about this. When I came in, I seen the house and I put everything together. I had sympathy for her, but I didn't really have that attraction to him. That's why when these girls are like, she upset, she want him, she want him. I'm like, you ain't been in the house yet. So
You
my
ain't been,
obsession,
you ain't played with his booty yet.
yeah, something ain't went right. And maybe they do, maybe they like it. But
Oh
when I
man.
seen it, not everything like the way he talks to people, I see the way he lives, and then I was kind of like getting off of him, like, yeah, this I'm good on that part. But I really, really, really want to complete and get the school done. I'm thinking that this is going to help pull him together if the house is, because you know if my house is in a disarray, my head be in a disarray. So I'm thinking if we get the house together, this is gonna get him back on top of his game. He's gonna be out, kill it, because he's out in Delaware at the schools losing the keys. He's all over the place. But I didn't know that was just how he is. That's how he works. And so I cut the sex off. I have the text to that because he was like, I need them buns, I need them buns, I need the bun. I'm like, we can
Wait a
forget
minute.
about
But why is everything about booty?
I don't know.
I
He's
need the
just
buns.
obsessed with it.
I need that
Obsessed.
butt. Oh
Obsessed.
my god. Yeah, it sounds like he has an obsession with the booty.
Constantly want the picture, and I don't know what it is about mine, but he the picture that he needs a picture, he needs a picture, he needs a picture.
Cause he likes
So
that sound like he likes spanking his monkey.
yeah, but
Or he could try to use it against you.
he said, "Oh, I already knew that. I already knew that. I knew that anytime I make him mad, there's a possibility that my ass is gonna go up on IG. I'm not worried about that. My ass is cool. But
Yes, Max.
yeah, it's like, I took that off the table. So I'm obsessed with him. I'm scoring. I'm bitter, but I cut that off. I didn't want that anymore. I just wanted to focus on business, and he didn't like that. He didn't like it.
Oh my god.
He did
That
not like it. But
him
the
like
finger thing, I'm
booty.
like, that's dangerous because I have on these nails and my nails
Yeah.
don't be short. And are you really? He didn't. I don't think he cared.
I
I
wonder
do
how
not
many
think he
nails
cared.
he didn't got stuck there by now. Because you ain't the only one he.
I don't want to
No.
know, okay?
I
Yeah,
don't know nobody trying to go up there with no acrylics.
Yo, somebody hit my. I need some Pepto Bismol because this is not the lick. This is not how the lick was supposed. This is just nasty.
Okay, so there's a lady. Let me bring this full scope for y'all. How it verified. So there is a woman that does not live on this continent. Excuse me, I'm trying to get over this air conditioning. But there's a lady that does not live on this continent, but verified that they have had disagreements of him not wanting to leave a certain person that is outwardly trans, and I don't know what their pronouns are, so I just
wait.
recall.
So he has a relation already with the
So
transformer.
Yes,
yeah,
she. Let me tell you what's going on. Let me bring this
Robot
full
in
circle.
disguise.
Yeah, she was on. She was coming and viewing. You know how you can see people that come and view your TikTok. So when I
Uh-huh.
came out, she kept coming over to the TikTok, and that's why you guys would hear me say, "Hey, I seen you. If you want to come to me in private, I will,
I heard you.
protect everything as far as with your identity. Just come with, in private, because one lady has already came to me about you, and I think that you're her because she sent me your picture. This is clearly a dude. They do events. Well, not clearly a dude. Excuse me. They are in either they've already done it all the way or they're in the middle. And I'm trying to be respectful because I don't want to disrespect anybody. But the girl that's in another continent sent me the picture of her, and I was like, this is the same chick. But she stopped circling my TikTok as of now. But back when I first came out, I think she thought I might have knew about her. He or she thought I knew about her. But I'm not going to tell your story, if you don't want me to. But she never said no, or he or she never said no. So I'm saying it. This person does events, but they are openly out there, very much so, transitioned, whatever. And the girl on the other continent said that he was spent like a whole week with her, or her, or he or she.
Oh my God! So he then already went up in some booty that we know of.
I,
Apparently,
yeah,
allegedly.
right. And if you are so much, I mean, I understand of accepting, but this is like they were, this he or she was up in the at the room. They would move around together, and this is in Atlanta, so I don't
So
know. I
Umar is
don't
what
know
he
anything
likes to
about it.
call a part
That's
of the
why they was
Zesty
moving
Fest.
around like that, because it was Atlanta.
But he's
So
noticeable. You
he's
know
a
what I'm
part of
saying?
the Zesty Festy that he like
Look,
to
if they in that
call out.
part of town, ain't nobody finna say shit because they don't want you to
Yeah.
know they was over there.
Yeah,
But the
that's
crazy
true.
part is, you went at that Black Lives Matter lady for being a part of that, saying that the LGBT community is harming the black community,
Legit a
and
bit of choir.
apparently you are part of the ABC community.
He
You over
dabbling
there
at the
dibbling
least
dabbling, right?
Somebody,
The biggest homophobics are usually
in the closet.
in that closet, lock
and
like a
then
mother. Put the
she
key in there and lock that motherfucker, didn't I?
she brought it to me, and I never realized this. She said, why do you think they're always on his live? I said, well, that's because he speaks against them. He said they're not the only ones that they're on. Other people that speak out, they're not on their lives like they are on his.
Because they
But
like Umar.
Oh,
yeah,
they going viral again on this one. I'm telling you,
yeah,
Thank
they
you,
going
Rex.
viral again. He's
yeah.
definitely going viral again.
I think that it has a lot to do with his personality, just being
Right.
in the room, being able to dance, freely, and you don't have on
But wait,
clothes.
pause. Okay, so people that are of a different flavor sexually,
Hmm.
they can usually suss out who on the DL.
Yeah, they pick him hard every time.
Right.
Every
And the
time.
big radar goes up whenever they're around it.
I feel like he is a middle-aged black woman. That's the way
I
I
think
feel.
he's a middle-aged bad bitch.
Yeah, a bad bitch.
That's
That's the
Uh,
way
what
I
I
feel.
always call
for a
him.
man to
Kind
go around and parade himself with
And
this
I
big
am, and if
squinting
you
of the
know,
eyes, and that's a
that little
bad
light
bitch.
skin squint really getting to you, ain't it?
It bothers the fuck out of me.
not the light skin squint.
And he raised his
uh,
eyebrows,
Yeah, that is
act
very
like
corny.
there's something in his eyes.
And then he has a very messed up idea on what a masculine man is. Like he would tell people he would come on live with no shirt on. But
don't nobody want to see all that.
Nipples out.
yeah, but no one the other man came on live. He said, "Oh no, you can't do a live with me with no shirt on." And I'm like, why? Like, I mean, I
Right.
guess it's a man thing, but it's just I'm never the person like to attack men like you act gay. I'm raising boys, so I don't determine it based off of that. And then I have a healthy sense of what an alpha male is, but he just didn't give me that
He's
like the
not an
first
alpha.
time. No, not at all. Like
He
my
runs from
father was.
confrontations from men. What he does
Okay,
is he tries
Lanae.
to shame
I'm
them
sorry.
and be like, I'm gonna take your woman and this, that, and the third, and it's like, bro,
Yeah.
get the fuck out of here with that, bro.
Okay, Lanae, did you go through his phone? I just want
No,
to
I
know.
gotta take this phone call. Y'all go ahead. I gotta take this phone
I
call.
did not. I did not go through his phone, and this is another thing. I didn't go through his stuff. I never went through his phone, but I have seen things that were in his phone. Don't ask me how, but I did not go
Like,
through his phone.
did he have any apps
I'll
like
say
Bumble or
I didn't.
Grinder?
No, I didn't go through his phone intentionally, but I have seen things that were in his phone. I drove down from Nebraska, Nebraska to Kansas City. It's a 2 hour. Yeah, I've seen what's in his phone. He's yeah, but no, I never seen anything that would give me any sense of like, oh, he does other things.
Mm.
I know by his personality is that there's a lot of butts in there. I know that. I know that there are a lot of pictures of people that don't know he took a picture of them in there.
Yeah,
Um,
we've noticed him sitting
yeah,
up
he's
there
very
scoping
Uncle
people out.
Creepy. Yeah, he's very Uncle Creepy. Very take he won't say nothing to you, but he'll take a picture of your butt or take a picture of you or whatever you're doing. He's just really odd like that, but he won't engage. You know what I'm saying? Um, that's why when people say he was so flirtatious, then he probably didn't like you. Because if he likes you, then
He'll
he's
be
not,
quiet.
yeah, he's very like stealth mode about it. Yeah, yeah. That's just his personality online is not who he is. If he's very forward, real, cavalier, no, that's not him. Not him at all. He's a moody, and I'm not just saying this because we at war. I'm just saying he's just a moody, negative, snappy, just really emotionally high strung person.
Hmm.
Even when he's having a good time, he's critical. You can't even just do the do and it just be what it is. It's always critical. So
Yeah, I stick to my first impression. Umar is a fat, nasty, greasy, sandwich eating bastard.
I know people thinking he smells. And I could say, but I've never had a smell like him. Smell like he's not like where I'm now. Like he smells good. If I pick up the coat, I know you wore this coat. Like your smell, I can smell it in the sheets, smell it in your car. He's not that guy, but he's not somebody I was like, oh, he stinks. You know what I'm saying? I didn't.
Hmm.
It wasn't. He didn't start stinking to me until I got to the house. Then I started picking up an intense smell. I was just
And
like,
odor.
it
You
was
went to
like
the troll cave. Of course, it's gonna smell like troll.
that, man. I know they said y'all will never understand how bad that house is.
Look, it's a video out there somewhere where he was live and he turned the camera around on accident. The
Oh
piece
my
that we
god.
saw, it was very bad.
It's not even, it's the smell that's coupled with it.
Yeah, those are the locations for Hyde Park. 7. It's not his location. He just saying it's a short walk or drive.
Yeah, and he's always wanting to go to Michigan. I know it's somebody that's there. He called and he wanted to stay longer. And I was like, yeah, do whatever. It's like, see, they're painting this picture that I'm obsessed over him. I was none of that. Even when I was in the space, I didn't obsess about Umar. He say, I'm going to be longer. I'm not going to be there till later on the night. Okay, cool, whatever. It was never that type. He likes them to put out this narrative that I'm obsessed, I'm bitter, I'm scorned because it makes him look wanted. And I wasn't on that level with him. After the first visit, it kind of was like, well, we're going to be good friends and we'll relieve some stress together. And then that's just what it is.
His mama closet. Yeah, that was something.
That back pantry, yeah, I think that's where he is filming. After I look at all them, I think he's hanging something on that door and he's filming. And
Yeah.
it is a closet, basically. It is a closet. So Lennon, I don't know how the hell Lennon pegged that,
Cubby
but
used to be in his mama basement and now he can't move. Like if you watch the video, he can't turn left or right really. So you know he in a tight space. It's got to be a closet or something.
Oh, but all of those videos aren't in the same space
Uh huh.
because there's no window, and there's one video. It was a window, and you can hear traffic. Another one is a tight ass space. The one with all those books, I don't know. I think that was at the school. I don't know any damn where he could have been where all those books are. But
If it wasn't recent, that's old. I don't
he
think he even
has
got no books no more.
he has one room that or one area. It got a lock on it. It's in front of his mom's where his mom is all the time. There's a room and it has a lock on it. I have no idea because remember I didn't go through any of his stuff. His stuff is just out there. Like he take a
Mm-hmm.
shower, he take off basketball shorts, he just leaves. It's just there. But his drawers are there. Everything is just there. It's not like he didn't hide anything. He didn't put anything away. You were just in his space. You can come out the bathroom and see like the Garvey parka that he wears he used to wear on the lives is like right there. It's like almost surreal sometimes when I would be coming out of the bathroom because I'm like, damn, this is really how this man is living. It's crazy.
Mm-mm-mm. So somebody said, does he have an actual bed?
Yes, he got a bed. He's got a queen size bed, and it's up. His room is upstairs.
With
His room
brow
is
Jesus Christ.
upstairs. He's got like his room is a mess. I would not listen to anything that man says about don't buy this, don't buy that, because he is a maximalist. He is not like me and Lennon are minimalists. So basically, we don't believe in filling up spaces. We feel like I got 3 pairs of shoes. I'm good with that. That's the way I live my life. So clout just doesn't fit my personality. I'm not money hungry. I'm good, but I'm not money hungry. I look at like money as a tool. I'm not a $5,000 purse, where I just wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do that with $5,000. I'd probably build a business. I'm not
Mm-hmm.
like that. So Umar is the opposite. He is like he wears the accessories like a woman. Like he has to have his accessories, he's gotta have his clothes, he's gotta have the hats and all of these shoes. He has tons of shoes, tons of clothes. He's got so many clothes. I don't even know why he has that many clothes. So he's living good off of the donation money. He's living complete. But if people had picked someone to hold that money that was somewhere like not saying how I am, but then they would understand how his money habits are. Someone that buys like 30 of one thing, that person doesn't respect money.
Mm-hmm.
They don't respect money. They don't know how to buy because he
Because he
doesn't.
doesn't earn it, so it doesn't
No,
have the same value.
exactly, exactly. I did hours to get my vacation. He just goes off and takes his vacation. You see what I'm saying? You can't have somebody like that collecting money for a project at all. And y'all gave
Yeah.
him like not y'all, but people gave him a lot. And then I have a text message I was gonna send to Rim where he was like conjuring up that one of his brothers had threatened him. And he didn't. But this is like the same thing with the women. He was trying to make out like his brother was threatening him. His brother was like, don't make me go back to my old ways. And I was like, damn, what the fuck is his old ways? Because I know what that
Mm-hmm.
means. I know what that means, but he was like, I need a bulk sum of money. So this man is used to coming to you for money. Everybody has. And this is why a little bit of the reason why a lot of people do not come out and get on your top about the shit that you're doing because they don't want to lose access to money.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that they've all benefited from it. And I have talked to some, and I don't think that they're bad people. I think that they just live um, a type of lifestyle, and when you come into some money, you know you're gonna want to take care of some things.
Yeah. So are you talking about the donators, or are you talking about his family when you say
No,
that?
his family, his family. And then that's one side of it for some. There's another side of it where they're like me. They're very much like me, where they don't do the internet. They don't come
Hmm.
on. They don't really mess with the internet. And there's a lot of young people that don't understand. Some people are like that. Like, we'll come on, we'll throw up a post or whatever, but we're really not in tune with the net. He has a lot of family that's like that. Then he has a lot of family that they clout off of him, but he doesn't
Hmm.
want to be bothered with them. Um, it's just it's different. Then he has family that has some issues with mental health, and that prevents their
All right.
mind is
I'm
somewhere
sorry, y'all. What I
else.
missed? I'm sorry,
We
y'all. What
just
I missed?
talking, chit chatting.
One of
Yeah.
my stepdaughters got into an accident earlier.
No.
No,
She
she's
all
okay.
right?
She's okay. Yeah, no, she's delirious right now and off these muscle relaxers, but she's all right. I just had to take that phone call. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, don't be sorry
95
for that.
people.
That comes first.
95 people in the chat, and we barely got to an hour.
Yeah.
Ooh. Make sure y'all
Yeah,
hit that like button.
I'm always, I mean, if I say something and people like, I just can't believe that, then just my
You don't got
DM.
to. You
No,
ain't
and
got
I've posted so many receipts and it's like nobody was paying attention. I mean, but they don't require anything of him. Like, he knows this
Yeah.
stuff.
nothing.
They want
This
you to
man
give
ain't show y'all,
everything, including a blood sample, but him, he ain't
Yeah,
got to show
like,
no proof.
no.
and
I
that's
was
what
like,
bothers
go
me.
ask him. Ask him. Like, what? See what he say. If he say no, then come back. I'll prove myself. But I'm not going to keep, and these go betweens, they don't know. I want to say this too, and I know you might want to go off into that, but I don't want to. Like, I just want to say this: these people that are out here and they are claiming that they know Umar, they do not know Umar. They are fanned out. They don't know who he is. They'll say all day that they know who he is. They know what he's like. I sat with the mentality that raised him for like 5 days, 24/7, like, or 24/5
Excuse me.
on
And
multiple occasions. I got a good idea of what this man is. I've been in his living space. I've looked at his dirty ass drawers. I've seen everything on his body. I know what he is. Trust me.
you know what pisses me off about
The
all this?
shit they're talking about is bull stuff. Bull stuff is bullshit.
They ask you for receipts, but name one receipt that this man has shown you about
About
that
that
school,
money. Yep. About the
about the
school or
money,
the money.
about the
Yep.
school, about anything that this
Hmm.
man has brought to you.
Because he's not
And,
going to show anything unless he pressed.
and not
Right.
even if he's pressed. He's not
True.
Like
giving up
nothing.
nothing. That's Umar's personality. He's not about to dig through and show you shit.
Nothing.
He has things in his possession to shoot down some of the stuff that the women are saying, and he won't do. I'm like, why isn't he saying something?
Shit.
He knows I got text message to debunk this. Why ain't he speaking up? Because he does. Either he ain't on this
Shit. Ask him to show you.
astroplane or
Ask him to
something
show you
else.
receipts about his degrees. He won't
And,
do it.
and there's
Ask him
another
for receipts
one.
about the money. Won't do it.
That's
Ask
another
him to show
thing.
receipts about the school. Won't do it.
Think about, use critical thinking. This man comes on and shows you a new hat, a new jacket. He will put it
All
in
the
your
time.
face
Ain't
all the
got no
time.
job.
And if
Hmm.
and
And
if he
he reported 700,000 off of speaking engagements and interviews.
mm-hmm.
How much money has he put into that into the school? He's asking you for
$10.
money, but said he made 700. He,
Yep.
I want you to hold on. Let me make myself big for this one. Let me switch you. Let me switch
Yeah.
you right quick. Let me
Okay.
listen here, y'all. Umar Knights, Uma Knights. He asked you for money, but reported $700,000 that he made off of speaking engagements and interviews.
That's
And he ain't
crazy.
report all that
He asked you
money.
for money, but he asked you, who who only make 10,000 a year, 20,000 a year, 30,000 a year on Section 8 and food stamps. This man just made 700,000 off of his
Jesus.
own shit. But he's asking you for money to put into the school. You
That
gotta
money
get
be gone as soon as it get there.
Yeah. Yeah.
sniff, tap, 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 sniff, sniff, sniff.
You
Have you
have to
ever
wake up.
seen any um evidence of him doing any kind of hard drugs?
I haven't seen anything. But then again, I didn't go through his shit. I haven't seen anything. Only thing
But
that has told me that this man is on something is
his
that,
behavior,
huh?
his behavior.
His behavior, yes. And then people, I hate to say this, like keep saying this, but I have a history. So there are certain things that you can't pull over my eyes. I know what it
Hmm.
is. And not necessarily because I was in it, but I have had an ex-boyfriend that did
Yeah.
the type of work that some men do. So I know what it's like. I know that whole world. I know what the behavior is. That behavior is from something that is
From some
chemically
illicit
induced.
substance.
Look, man, I
Yes.
was I was in these streets. I ain't gonna tell y'all what I sold, but I was in these streets for a very long time. I'm
Mm-hmm.
God willing that I got out of there. Uh,
Yes.
but I know the behavior, and I seen the videos. And in
Yeah.
Philly, when he did
Look,
the wipe the nose, and then you can see him 2 5 2 5. That's they do
he was
that out here
looking
a lot. Let me
at
get
that
hey
rock.
hey hey young. They what they say is hey youngin 2 5 2 5 2 5 youngin. Let me 2 5. They
Mm.
do that.
No,
That's a signal
remember when he
out
was
here in
out there
Philly.
looking at that rock, thinking it was a rock?
He he might
Remember
have
when he
lost
was
one.
out there talking to the FDMG crickets?
He might have
I
lost one.
think I think if y'all meet the family, I think that if you meet the family, a lot of this is gonna come full circle. I don't think that he's any different from his brothers. I don't think that he's any different. So
Wait,
if
his
people,
brothers have issues with that?
Nah, Clay, our people are really that
I don't
gullible.
know.
I think
I've
that
never
I
heard of his
think that
brothers.
his brothers have issues.
I mean,
Um,
this is Philly, and this is where a lot of these drugs come in now. Like from the
yeah.
East Coast, a lot of them come in, and that's why it's dope. It's huge out here.
When his brother was like, don't make me go back to my old ways. If you talking to, let me switch off, where I am now and go
Philly,
back to
Philly,
street time. That means you kicking indoors. You getting it how you
right,
live. You know what
right.
I'm saying?
Out here, I mean, you got to get it how you live. Out here is very rough. It's a very rough environment. So, for him to make it out, it's an achievement. But the way he made it
He's
out
not far from
is an
it.
embarrassment. It's an
Yeah, he's
embarrassment
not far from
because
it though.
you could have made it out. So many, if you had all these, I'm not gonna. I give it to him. He's smart. Well, he's dumb. Smart. I don't know. Like he's smart and dumb at the same time.
He's book
Like you get
smart.
what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's book smart.
Like you could have made it out in so many other ways. Oh, you wearing my jacket? I see. You look cool.
Mhm.
You could have made it out in so many. Oh, sorry, my daughter. You could have made it. Shut
No,
your
don't
stand.
apologize.
You could have made it out in so many other ways, but
His story,
you
his
did make it
or
out.
I think his origin story, if he wasn't trying to use those degrees and put him in some type of elitism, his origin story would have been dope. But he
Right,
lied so much because he was trying to level himself up, not by way of this is what I struggle with my mental health,
right, man.
and pull
It's
myself
scam
up out
smart.
of out of poverty and got my and then he didn't turn around and use any of what he got from being a psychologist. He didn't take that back to his family. That
As a
tells
matter
me
of
a whole
fact,
lot about him.
you just reminded me. There is a video that I wanted you to see. I wanted Trip C's. I know you've seen it on what was it called? What's that
Mm.
channel called that got the conscious community wars? House of
Mm.
something
Ain't
TV.
that what it's called? Conscious Community
No,
Wars?
no, no. It's called House of something TV. The channel. But
House
House of something House TV.
House of
But
Conscious?
No, that's
no,
Sinetta.
it's
Oh,
something
okay.
else. Hold on. It was in. It's in my my thing. I just watched it the
You
other
got the
day.
video?
Yes, I'm gonna find it. I want this guy. This guy said the same thing that we've been saying
Mm.
years ago, like 8 years ago. Well, let me find this video. Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna find it. Uh, House of Free
Yeah,
Will
see.
TV. That's what it's called.
House of Free Will.
House of Free something. How yeah, House of Free Will TV.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
I think it's yeah, Hassan Campbell verse. I want y'all to listen to what this man is saying. This man called out Umar the same thing that everybody has been saying today.
Does
He
Hassan
called this
Campbell
shit.
like him? Because I feel
Mm.
like
Nah, he was butthurt.
okay.
They have a mutually parasitic relationship.
Right, yeah.
Okay.
Let me. It was
Boy, if they and
young
see that
girl versus.
they're a lot
There it
more
is.
alike than what they know.
I want y'all to hear this because this dude called this shit years ago. Oh, but would you take
Mm.
that? Oh,
If people
this
would have
dude.
listened, would nobody have sent Umar no damn money. But folk hard
Yeah.
headed.
If they would have listened to this right here, what I'm about to play. Oh my God, this dude. He's saying everything that we are saying.
Sat up there and said what I said about.
Hold on, let me go back.
Oh,
But
Press the
okay.
bruh,
bell icon on
I'ma
YouTube
drop
app.
down because
And
trying to charge my phone and it's saying it's too hot.
Uh-oh.
All right. Thanks. Thank you for coming
No
up. And
problem.
if you got time to come back, come back. But I love you.
DM if you need me, but I need to let this John cool down.
Okay. But I
All
want you
right.
to hear this, Miss Lanae, because he's saying
Okay.
everything that we've been saying word for word.
never miss another.
Okay.
You can have respect for somebody and still not agree with one or two principles.
Right.
I want to be clear
Yeah.
with that because I've been called the hater of Dr. Umar, and I would never hate on another black man who I feel that passionate about. Right?
Right.
But I disagree with his principles on building a school. Now, that doesn't make me a hater of Dr. Umar. But when I started hearing about the school
Right.
and how he was attempting to go about it, my logistics, I said, that just makes sense. It's
Right.
physically impossible and
Right.
financially impossible in the
Exactly.
next 6 months for you to hire construction workers, engineers, electricians, carpenters, people who do security work.
And this is when he first gave the first deadline.
Facts. Facts.
This is when he
How
gave
do
the
people
first
not see
deadline out.
this?
This is when he
Yes.
first deadline out to when he was going to open it.
Graphics designers,
Website.
embroiderers, website people, nurses, people who make
Come on.
food, all of this shit, and you need $1 million.
Oh,
I was-
come on.
Wait a minute, wait. That is physically fucking
flag.
impossible.
Possible.
But his followers, because they love him so much, they're riding. They
believe
poked their
anything?
chests out a couple of weeks ago. See, we told you he's got the school. Yeah, but it came. Did you see the stipulations that it came with?
Right. They ignored that.
They ignored that. This is my
Man.
prognosis.
Listen
I
what he
think the
said.
nigga is crazy.
The
Boom.
nigga is crazy.
No, I think the psychologist needs a psychiatrist.
And tell me we ain't been saying this shit.
Boy.
Man,
And he didn't even have to get up on them.
8 years ago. Miss Lanae.
And people
8
see
years ago.
all this stuff should have been front and center. So when I go and look into this man, I'm thinking about calling him about my son. This shit should have been, I would have been like, oh, hold up now. And I would
They
have been paying attention. I would have been aware.
they ridiculed this
Because
man.
he was really quiet when we first met him, he was real, he would answer what we were saying, but he wasn't on King Kong shit. He wasn't
Right?
on that. He was quiet. He was
They
listening to
literally,
the conversation. Huh?
they literally ridiculed this man when he did this.
And he right on goddamn point.
Right on
Black
point.
man, we do this to ourselves.
We
We do
don't.
this to ourselves, man. We do this to ourselves.
Crazy. Crazy.
Because this shit only exists in his head movies.
Yep.
Right?
Yeah.
See, we gotta think mental health mean you stupid. Hell no. There are brilliant
No.
people with mental issues. His
Yes.
ego has elevated him beyond reality that he lives in.
Thank you.
This
Yeah.
nigga is not crazy. He crazy. Every time
Yeah.
somebody asks him a question, his answers are, we gonna teach them agriculture. We taking them to Africa, they gonna be Orishas. They gonna be initiates. We gonna teach them how to hunt. We gonna we creating a space program.
Oh my
See,
God.
That he's the
This is ridiculous. We gonna take him to Africa. They gonna be Orishas.
we're gonna take them to the sun. They the sun because we the sun people.
Take him to Mars with Elon Musk.
King Kong.
Did you say we're gonna take him to the sun because they're the sun people?
Yeah. But you know what? In that room, I should have pressed it because I didn't go too much on because I know every time people get next to him, they want to talk about the mission. I didn't go nowhere near all of that stuff. I just tried to talk to him like a normal person, and if I would have went that direction, I would have seen right offhand. I should have pressed him on Garvey. Because listen,
Right.
he didn't introduce. And this is why I was laughing at these chicks. I was raised under the teachings of Garvey, but my family, and I can't tell y'all some things, but my family does things differently. We don't dress up in like the African garb because we have respect for that culture. You can't wear some of these things and you don't know anything about it. You have respect for it. You can buy the stuff for your home, but you have respect for it. I don't try to cosplay in a woman, an African garb dress. I don't do that. I'm who I am. I was raised here. Well, raised in Europe. I came back here. I don't do stuff like that. But we were taught about these. Yeah, I was raised. I went to Europe when I was younger, and I spent most of my time in Germany, in Stuttgart, Germany.
Ooh.
But I've traveled all
Very
around.
cold.
Yeah,
Cold out
I've
there,
traveled
ain't
all. Yeah, my father was military.
it? So is mine.
Really?
Yeah, my father's a Marine. Still
Oh,
in
okay. Jarhead. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
He
I'm
was
very
he
much
did the
military
Iraq.
brat.
He did the Iraq and the Gulf War in Iraq.
Yeah, see, we came back from Germany on when my dad was supposed to be sent to Afghanistan. We came back from Germany. I was over there for the
always
Berlin
studied
Wall.
Germany because my dad, whenever he had to do training, he always said I had to go to Germany.
Yeah, they have a base there that's connected with Africa in a way, and I'll save that for another. Yeah, that base was specifically constructed for the issues that they have with South Africa.
Yeah, when he got injured in Iraq, they wanted to fly us out to Germany, but we was like, "Fuck him, he ain't do nothing for us. Fuck him."
Yeah, I lived on a Panzer base, like next to the motor pool. Walked to school next to tanks. I've been cleaning M16. Help my daddy clean
Oh
M16s,
wow!
carrying. Yeah, so I know all about that life. When I was older, I came back to the United States. So a lot of the things that are in the culture here, they hit me wrong or it stands out like a red thumb because it's not normal It's not a
Oh,
normal way of thinking. Think about, you've been in an isolated place, and there's Africans over there, so I get that story too. But there are people
right,
from the continent over there, so you're getting that story. You come back here, you get this story. But there were a lot of things that blacks were doing here that was kind of confusing me. Like colorism confuses the shit out of me. I could never be a
right,
color. Yeah, I don't understand the purpose of it, but that's because some of these people were raised in it. So when you do it, it sticks out to me like a red thumb. It's a
right.
lot of stuff that's like that. But when I came back here, I was in my teens. Now I got down to the city, what we call the city here in Kansas City, and I seen nothing but black people. I had never seen nothing like that. Black people all
Right.
living.
Yeah, it was a culture shock.
Blew my mind. I ain't left since. It blew my mind. I was like,
Ah,
nah, this is me right here.
yeah,
I'm
right. You
good.
got it right, guys. Yeah, you got around your own people and say, hell no,
Yeah.
I ain't.
I was so mad at
Yeah.
my parents. I knew my history. I knew my history. And my
But knowing
mother,
the history and knowing how amazing we are and how things
yes,
around us,
yes, it's
that's
different.
gonna make you, yeah, it's gonna make you want to be around us,
I left the suburbs. When we came back, we were
I'm
in the
out. I'm
suburbs
going to
and moved straight
the
to the hood. Yeah. With
hood.
my grandma. I was like, yep, I'm down here. They was like, what are you doing? Came down
So
here.
you was the opposite. We trying to get out the hood. You said,
I was no man. And then when I came to high school, this is crazy. This is crazy. When I came to high school, I had already been trained on weapons. I knew all. So when I get down there, and this is
oh, so
during
you
gang,
safe.
yeah, but
Gang
no,
wars, and
not
you already
really.
know what you're doing.
Not really, because I'm coming back in the 90s in gang culture. So
Ah,
yeah, so when they find out, they're like this. They was like, "How the hell you black and you from Germany?" So I got teased some until I got in one fight. And I called my dad beforehand. I said, "This girl, she don't like me. They're always talking about my hair. I'm light, I was a lighter
light
broad."
skin, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he said, "Whoop her ass in the cafeteria in front of everybody." I'm like,
It
"What?"
stopped it, did it? It stopped it though,
It
right?
stopped everything. It stopped
Stop, right.
everything.
You got to
She
do it in
was
front of everybody.
she didn't like me because she thought that I wanted her boyfriend, but I was a tomboy. I didn't want
Mm,
him. It's pretty much same thing now. And I couldn't talk to her. She wouldn't listen. So we got to go head up. So we fought in the cafeteria. And then after that, it was pretty much done. My uncles came up to the school, and the kids started to figure out, more about me. The next thing that I knew, I was plugged up with the wrong people, because they was like, "How the fuck you know how to shoot guns and do all of this crazy shit?" I'm like, "Because my
right.
dad's in the
That'll
military."
intrigue a lot of people.
Got plugged up with the wrong people. I could have really lost all of my good years dealing with the wrong street. You know what I'm saying? I was using it in the wrong way. And
Right.
I was running from my parents. They would come down, and my grandma was trying to catch me to get me and to talk to me. But as soon as I knew they were coming, I'd take off. But at any rate, I got to the point where I got straightened out because I met this woman, this black lawyer, and I just fell in love, the way that she carried herself and everything. I was like, I don't want to do the street stuff. I want to be a good person. I
Right.
want to be a
Right.
good kid. But
Right.
she imprinted
That's
on
all
me in
it
a
takes.
different way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
And I've been trying to be that for other, other women, and try to be that difference. But
That's good.
yeah, that changed
That's
my
really
whole
good.
entire life. Yeah.
That's really good. All right, let's listen to the rest of this, and then
Oh
we're gonna
yeah,
get
go ahead.
more
I'm
into it.
sorry.
I want to listen to this, and then I want to get more into. I want you to elaborate on what was going on with the mother situation, because we didn't get into that quite.
Yes.
So let's finish this off. We get right back into it. I want you to
Okay.
hear this, but this dude
Yes, I want to
is
hear it.
really saying what we've been saying.
Consciousness. That triggered something for me. And it made me realize he actually, chances are, we're going to teach them agriculture. We taking them to Africa, they're going to be Orishas. They're going to be initiates. We're going to teach them how to hunt. We're going to teach, we creating a space program. He
You
said
don't know
he's
how to
the
do none of
King
this
Kong
shit.
of consciousness.
Oh my
That
God.
triggered something for me, and it made me realize he actually believes that. I don't even
Believes
think he has a
this
website,
shit.
right?
Right.
I would even respect him more, right? If he said, brothers and sisters, August 19th of 2020,
I heard he did throw that date out there.
okay, or 2021,
Yeah.
and then on the website it was countdown. You know, what about all the kids who's supposed to be accepted already? By this point, if you're talking August 2019, these kids should already have their acceptance letters.
Right.
Welcome, congratulations, you've made it into the Marcus Garvey School, or whatever. Parents, this is what you bring, and the kids could be photo ops online. Yeah, I got in. No, you mean you're gonna do all of this shit? Get the $1 million you need, which is no money.
At all, no.
At
Right?
all.
That's no money for what you're talking.
Yeah.
And just whisk the kids into the building? It's not humanly possible. Because this is
Right.
what has to happen in the real world.
Saying this shit.
Construction workers gotta come through carrying lumber, cement gotta be dumped, electricians gotta
Gotta
pull.
be up to code.
It's gotta be up to code on all of this shit.
You actually have to take out a permit for vacancy.
This is the importance of exposure. This is
Right.
the people that he attracts, they haven't been exposed to much. Because if you know that it's just not possible. It's
Right.
not possible. You don't
Right.
even attempt to build like this.
It has to be an accredited place so kids can legally.
Absolutely.
Be-
So, no, you have none of that?
And then-
You have none of that.
One thing that
So you mean these poor kids who don't have a father, who suffer from ADHD and all of this, who's gonna pay that? Who paying the tuition?
Right.
That $1 million? Are you kidding? You can't even keep the building running for $1 million.
I think for a year.
You know what I'm saying? With
Mhm.
electricians, this, that, security, it's impossible. Right? So we know that this is not humanly possible. Right? But in his mind, his head movies, it does. He has some mental issues. What is wrong with y'all?
Mental issues.
Y'all
Man.
starting to fucking give me a headache. Y'all starting to bother me.
Yeah, this shit'll make you agitated as hell.
Even the most staunchest Umar fans, y'all got to start laying this shit out. Put that shit on a piece of paper. All that shit I said he need, and put 6 months out. And tell me that it's humanly possible.
It was not even 6
With
months
one
out.
person.
A long time out. Like
That shit is a long time out. And I know mental illness when I fucking see it.
Right.
It's like Dane Dash with the
Yeah.
boss talk
Yeah.
is an idea so that you can feel independent and be empowered. But in the
Yes.
real world, Dane Dash just showed you what the fuck, how much
Yes.
value that idea had.
I wanted to know what will this school change in America though.
Nothing.
Nothing.
But if it's in Delaware, not even like just pinpoint. If it was in New York, what would the school change
Nothing.
for black
Nothing.
people in America?
Nothing, because it is first of all, he'd be better off opening an online school.
That was my
That's
thing.
what we have
so-
to
Yeah,
say.
I really
yeah,
felt like
Because
Yep.
at least online school, the principles that he believes in could be taught by him himself, pre-recorded, whatever. Get parents and families involved
from everywhere.
from every. And watch this. When I donate $250 to the online school, that's my registration to sign my family up.
Boom.
You're telling me I live in Mississippi. You want me to send you $5,000 for a school in Delaware that my kids will
Kids will
never
not be
go
able
to, and
to
I will
attend.
never benefit from those kids. Black people don't operate like that. We need to see our money got to be
Oh my God, this man is
good on the wood.
He's
If
cooking.
you tell me it's an online curriculum
Oh,
that
my
says,
God, his
okay,
ass lagging.
I
this
know.
will help my kids immediately benefit from the expertise of what you're teaching about our kids. I'm in. Let's start the online program. And that online shit is where it's about a brick and mortar.
Yeah, because if you think like a lot of people distrust the school
They
system anyway.
ridiculed this man
I
for
think
this.
he has a mental
And I
illness
told him all of this.
that makes him
I
think
told
he
him all
is
of
greater
this.
than who he is. Or
He
he can
has a
pull off.
mental illness that makes him think that he's greater than what he is.
Yep.
He actually put himself in the middle.
Yep.
He didn't put himself behind Marcus Garvey, and he put himself in front. He put them on his
In the
back
back, yeah, yeah. And
as
he's
if
not.
he was greater.
And if you know anything, this is why I said they are not. And I just watched something earlier when Anton Daniels, and they're sitting up there talking about him rebranding and all that. Like he's a person, he's an internet personality. Sorry, if you're gonna do that, then do that. But you are not a
Right.
revolutionary at all.
No.
You are a joke. If they're comparing you, you went to school for all that time, and they're comparing you to Charleston White, which Charleston appeals to another
Nothing
type.
good about that.
Yeah, at all. You shortchanged yourself.
Nothing good about that. And you scared to debate Charleston White because you know Charleston White is going to tell you to your face about what you're doing.
He doesn't want to debate anybody that
Nope.
will compromise his image.
Right. And the thing about it is when Tony Danza did that interview, when he was saying about the person that he was trying to get him on there with and he apologized for it, that was Charleston White.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm.
Charleston wanted to go on there with him. And Charleston wasn't going to half ass anything and he knew it.
These
So
are these are. It's almost like they are creating. These are people that you have like uncles. You know what I'm saying? That
uh
that's what Charleston White reminds me. He's like an uncle. You
oh
know
yeah. He's
that
that
has a
uncle.
type of.
Um BTX described it. Shout out to BTX. I know a lot of people got a problem with her, but I like Nisi Michi. I like those type of women.
Mm,
You kind of remind me of Michi. Um, Michi said, everybody got that one crackhead uncle. If you give him a fifth of Hennessy, he'll
some
say some real
Thunderbird.
shit. Or some
Yep,
Thunderbird.
yep.
He'll say some real shit and
Yep.
then go off the rockers.
Yep.
Go off script. And that's Charleston White. The crackhead uncle, you give him a fifth, he'll say
Yeah.
some real shit from time to time. But other
But
than that, he'll say some other shit
but
that'll
yeah.
offend everybody.
And this speaks a lot to the issues in the black home because a lot of people were not raised. They weren't poured into. They were housed, they were clothed, they were fed, but their parents didn't teach them a whole lot. And for those people, Umar, Charleston, these are like, this is kind of like them getting that teaching that we all got, but we were able to have other good advice and influence come in, and we were able to have a fine balance. You see what I'm saying? It wasn't too much of one thing. With what's going on right now, you have these people and they're speaking, and these young men are just locked in on that tone and nothing else. They're not going to get anything else from anywhere else, and they're not encouraging them to.
Right.
So it just becomes like a concentrated form of that thought, and that's not good. It can't be good. But yeah, I just feel like there's some things that Charleston White says that are on point. Some things that Umar says, even though it's a pull from other people, that is on point. But this man is absolutely on. He's like hitting it on the
On the
head.
nail, right. Right.
I don't
So
understand how anybody can say that they read and they know about what Umar is talking about and can't see their workings, their teachings, their philosophy. I don't understand how you can't see it and know that this is his point of view on this stuff. Just
right.
like he gives commentary on Diddy and he gives commentary on these football players. He gives all this commentary,
It's
but that's
ridiculous.
his point of view.
Right. Um you're hitting that on the nail too because a lot of his commentary be a lot of conspiracies that he came up with in his head movies.
Yeah,
And, and,
exactly. It sounds
and,
good, so it's got to be plausible.
right. So I want to get into more of this situation with his mother because we didn't get into it a lot. Um,
Yeah, that's crazy.
Old Lady Love TV, watched that, and I loved everything that you said about it. Can you elaborate more on what was going on? 'Cause let's pull some things back. What was going on with the mother? Uh, and we want to know proof of life because you're the only person that's seen her alive for the last time.
I don't understand what the purpose is keeping her like locked away from her family. Damn how you feel. If you don't get along with your brothers and sisters, fine, that's what it is. But those are her kids. How can you love her and keep her away from her family? She's got
Right.
nieces, she's got grandkids, your kids that she's never met. Why is
He
she
ain't
locked
even
away
around
like
his
that?
kids. He ain't even
Huh?
around his. He ain't even around his kids.
Right,
But
but damn, at least let the mama. Most men will let the mama step in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, like but the nephew came on Lynn and Honor saying
And
that
validated
Tracy
everything.
just
Verified.
validated,
Yeah.
verified everything that you said about him calling her calling him the devil. I mean, I couldn't live with myself if my mother called me the devil. I couldn't live. I was just with mom earlier.
Okay.
I couldn't look my mother in the face. And would if my mom ever called me the devil, I would do
Yeah.
everything in my power to make sure that name gets erased off the
Especially when the woman was a Christian. She didn't
right.
like the women you were bringing in there. She didn't like the things that were going. When I was
And you're
cooking this woman
performing rituals
in her house,
in her house.
in her house. And then when I was cooking for her, it
That's
took
not
her a
right.
long time to start eating my food because she was like mincing it up in between her fingers and chewing it.
Oh,
I know if she didn't trust these people, like you putting stuff like them old,
she probably
um,
didn't. Probably
yeah,
putting medication in there because she
or
probably
not
wouldn't
even
didn't
that,
take
just
it.
put, yeah, like these women that she called witches. She called the women witches. She didn't trust what he was bringing in there.
Oh wow! So
When
she
she,
didn't trust none of the people that he was bringing in there to her
no,
the
I
things that they were
told,
doing.
yeah, and I would talk to her about, because I know the Bible. I just, and
Right.
I still read my Bible, but I still have, and I don't want to go too far off into that, but I still
Oh wait,
also, Ephi.
I do. You said she is Christian, right?
Yeah, she's Christian. He took
So
her away from her church.
that lets me know that that alien story was a sack of shit, and he was
Oh
hired
my
because
God, that
he
family cracked
described
up.
her as Umi. That's Muslim,
Yeah, he calls her ums.
you
He
know. But
calls her ums.
he called her Umi in the story. That's Muslim for mom.
Yeah,
That's
yep,
Arabic for mom.
yep.
So the fact that you said you called your mother Umi at that time, that's a lie right there. So that cancels the whole story out. I
Well,
think he was high out of his mind.
Jamal was Muslim. So
But
Jamal,
a Christian woman ain't letting her kids call her Umi.
but
Christian
I
women
think
ain't.
she changed. Wait, I think she changed
Oh,
to just like they're saying that I went to EFI because of him. I got interested in EFI and did my own research, but it wasn't because of him. It was because I was exposed to something. She
mm,
she left. She still has the Christian values because she was raised in it, just like
that
I
means you're
have
not anymore.
Christian. Yeah, I'm raised in it. I'm raised in it. I
Right.
was so there were a lot of things that she still hold on to, but her husband was Muslim. She went to Muslim for him. And the way that it
Oh,
was explained to me is that he would go hard on them about it.
about it.
Like,
Okay.
yeah. So he changed, I think, Umar. I think there's some kids that didn't get their name changed. I don't know if it's because they weren't his, but I know that his kids, they got their name changed. So
Okay.
that's where that comes in. But when you sit and you talk to her, she talks about Jesus and the Lord and God. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right. I mean, Islam and they all come from the same, you know.
Right, right. But
So you know, believe.
she's not using that terminology. So she's
And
very much a Christian woman or Baptist or what,
so yeah, you said back to what you were saying. She didn't trust any of the things that the agent. She called them witches. So
Yeah.
he's the devil, and she believed that he was bringing in witches.
Yeah. She didn't like, she used to say something. She said she's a pretty girl, but she does funny things with her hands. I don't know what that means.
Oh
She was
wow.
he was talking about his past, the women that he would bring in there, either they're caregivers or their girlfriends. And I'm assuming a couple of them were girlfriends because she was saying, she was just saying like different stories, and Umar was basically in the house with them.
Oh wow.
And
That's
then
that's
Robert
ridiculous.
verified Robert verified that by saying, he was bringing girls into the home. And they
He
were,
brought you there. I mean,
yeah,
that's not
exactly.
far fetched,
But he
but
lied to me. He said that he had never brought a woman in there that he had touched.
that's crazy.
He's never had a woman around him that he's touched around his mother. Well, that's bullshit.
That is because he brought you in there and was trying to play with your booty hole in the kitchen.
And other
So,
women. I wasn't the only one. He's brought other women that he's been with in there.
oh wow,
Or
that's
started
ridiculous.
messing with them girls after they've been there. See,
But
women's lay down with men and they get these feelings of loyalty to this man. So I think a lot of it was him trying to get women to lay down to keep that loyalty, to keep the privacy. So they wouldn't be out talking about whatever's going on in his home or whatever. The nurse's aide. I
ask
think he
her
was sleeping with him before that.
for finger. Wait, hold on. User 2025 says ask her for fingerprint. She already said that. Okay, I get it. And
I
I
know who
appreciate
user
the super
20,
chat. I
225.
appreciate the super chat. If
Yeah.
anybody else want to support the channel, the
Hey,
Cash App
user
and
two two
PayPal,
five.
the Cash App and PayPal is at the top of the chat. YouTube takes that. I mean, they take 60% of that. So if you do want to support the channel, I do highlight comments without super chats. It does not have to be a super chat if you write a good comment. I try to get to all the
Oh,
comments.
she's adorable.
Um, I'm not used to. Yeah, she won't leave me alone.
She
I'm
can't
not
hear
used
us,
to.
can she?
No, 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 no. I got my
Okay,
headphones
okay.
in. I'm not used to all the chat moving so fast, but I do try to get to everybody comments. I do try my best, but the chat is moving faster than usual. But if you do want to support the channel, the Cash App, PayPal is at the top of the chat. If you do want to support, but super chat is much appreciated. You know, it still goes to a good cause. It goes back into the channel, so I appreciate that. But back to what you were saying.
Yeah.
Um, Me personally, you can't say you love your mother. When I got into my studies, you know, when I was Muslim, and my mom
Mm-hmm.
didn't like it. I didn't bring
Mm-hmm.
my Quran in her house when I lived there. I kept it
Mm-hmm.
outside of the car. I kept it in a friend's house.
Mm-hmm.
When I dropped Islam and got into my kinetic studies and everything else, excuse me, everything else, I never brought those things into her house. So for you to do rituals in her house when she's begging you not to, um, bringing women into the house, yes, when I was younger, when I
It's
lived there back in high
disrespectful.
school, yeah, back in high school, you know, did that, but I lived there. I was a kid. That's different.
Yeah, you didn't know no better. Yeah,
Not
yeah.
as an adult. I mean, when I had to when I first met my wife and we had our oldest daughter, I had to go there. That's different. I'm going. I'm raising a family.
Yeah.
I'm not just bringing random women in and out the house.
Right.
You know, and then these women that you're bringing, she's calling them witches. Like that shows the lack of love and the fact that I was, with my family, I wish the hell I would have locked my brothers and then they would have jumped me so fast. They
I
did jump
think,
me, Mark, but they would have kept doing it.
yeah, and I think too, I think he lost a lot of respect for his mother, or when he was the oldest boy and you watch your mother go through it. The other side of this, which is really bad, is one of the siblings told me that the mother was being jumped on by Jamal. Now, mind you, this man is a
Right,
military, he's a Marine. So
right,
I'm pretty
yes.
sure she endured a lot. And I think that he endured a lot. But
I know.
to grow up, and then this is the thing with watching abuse, is that you can grow up and become the very thing that you say you are against. And the way that he was doing things when I walked into that house and I came there, I didn't come there as any threat. He was being evil from day one. Like I didn't
Right,
go in there and do something disrespectful, and so that turned the tide. No, he was like that to set the tone from day one. And
right.
I know one thing, that the mother, when I would sit down, me and her watch movies, we spent so much time together. We would watch movies, and she thought that all of the white women were pretty, and I was
Mm,
like, it was like, "Oh, she's pretty, isn't she?" And I was like, "Mm-hmm,"
mhm.
because
Yeah, right, right.
to
I mean, she
pacify,
come from that era though, where they
Yes,
were
yes,
that
yes.
was beaten, that like basically beaten into them.
Yes. So that is why I said he is fearful of them, because she has a feeling of superiority. And this also takes the tone from the church that she was going, the people that she was going to church with are the type. This is why I think he's always talking about having a white Jesus in the church. Those are those
Mhm.
types of black people. They don't have it's not a thick wokeness in the church. It's
But
like,
according to Uncle Malik, when Umar dad left his mother, it was for
mhm,
a white girlfriend. I know he married another black,
no, yeah.
but according to Uncle Malik, when he first left her, it was for a white woman. Then
I
he
don't
married.
think that was Jamal. I think that was the
It
other.
was
See,
the
she had a
other
step
dude.
husband, huh?
It
Not
was
a
the
step
other dude
husband. Jesus,
that
I'm
she had to
sorry.
keep with the other baby daddy.
Yeah, she had a another kid's father. Yes,
Yeah,
another
yeah,
husband. I
yeah,
think they were married. I think they were married. If my
yeah. They
my
was. That was the one that the nephew grew up with as his grandfather, not Jamal.
Okay, okay, yes.
Right.
My memory is off with that one. But he had a tone about him, and I think that's when Umar had to step in and be the man of the house. Maybe, I don't know, but from talking to different people, and I'm like, why don't y'all come out? I think he set the tone a long time ago that he was bigger than what he is. He inflated a lot of, and they don't really even trust my, like, oh no, it's okay, you can speak, you can come, I can plug you with somebody to talk to that's going to take their time, and it'll be a good group. They didn't want to have nothing to do with it. No, you go tell it. And I have the text. So, and I never approach. Let me also say this, because of the false allegation. I did not go to them first. They came to me. It was first, then one, then two, then three. I did absolutely reach out to Anissa when we were deep in shit, but it was not to gain information on her daddy. That wasn't it, because I don't need anything about him. It was to get her out of North Philly if she wanted to bounce up out of there and be somewhere where she would be safe and she would be good. Get yourself together and then go back home. That would
Right.
be that
Um,
would be an option for you.
I wanted to ask you about that.
Uh-huh.
Were you around Umar when she came out and was
I
going
was
through
at the
all this?
house. I was at
So
the house when
what?
she came out.
Because I saw her reach out to her father several times,
Yep,
asking, begging for help. What did he? What was his reaction? What was he doing? And
he didn't want anybody, and this is why these dingbats didn't go and try. Because as much as they on my ass, they could have went to that little girl and got her.
uh
He
huh.
didn't want. He felt he made it to be like if you moved against him, he don't want nobody to go ignore her or actually attack her, like online attack her. I think he was trying to
Got beat
push
up
her.
on the line.
Huh?
She has a scar on her forehead for being
That's
beat
fucking.
up
I don't even.
online,
I can't even talk about
crying
that.
out for help.
From being a daddy's girl, I don't even understand that shit. Even if my
I would
daddy
have
was going,
burned Philly to the fucking ground.
bro, my daddy will blow this mug up over.
Right.
It can never be.
Look, not about these, but not.
And still, Terry, and still,
I'm going to jail.
yeah, yeah.
I'm going to jail. I don't play about my babies.
I'm gonna light it because, yeah,
But my sons, my daughters, I don't play about that. So to sit there and watch this girl be beaten online, ridiculed online, trashed online, stop doing that thing.
but that's the
Trashed online,
mentality. Yeah,
and
that's his mentality. He was trying. He's this is what he was raised up under. He was trying to be tough love, but there's a time for tough love, and it's a
tough
time when you have,
love.
yeah, you have to go out there and you got to get your kid because
I
it
understand in the
ain't.
beginning.
It's
I
not
understand
safe.
in the beginning. I understand in the beginning when she was trashing him a little bit, but
I would
after
never.
that,
My father would never leave me out in some shit
mm,
in a war zone. He would go get
no.
me. He
And
wouldn't talk.
the
He
parts
wouldn't
of
talk.
Philly that she was in, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No,
Go
you're
ahead.
fine.
The parts
And
of
we
Philly
talked
that she
about
was
that.
in,
Oh.
the parts of Philly that I know it's a little lag, y'all.
Yeah,
So
that's
bear
fine.
with
You
me.
okay? You
The
okay?
parts of Philly that she was in are
Yeah.
the trenches, the worst of the worst. So to see her sitting out there crying for begging for your help, being beaten physically, ridiculed. I mean, it was to the point where I don't know if you was there for this live stream. This girl taped herself using
She did what now?
she taped herself using the bathroom, and
Oh.
she got up off the toilet, pulled her pants up,
Mhm.
then grabbed the toilet paper and wiped.
I think Anissa is a
That's how bad
tourist.
it was.
Anissa is a tourist like me. I don't think that Anissa respects the internet either. I'm just being real. I don't
But
think that she
the fact
respects
that
it.
the
I
fact that
think
she
that
did that, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm talking. Go ahead.
you're okay. We're okay. Yeah, I think that she came on to make a mockery like I did. I think that she came on. She doesn't respect the internet. I think she came on to act a fool to embarrass
Mm-hmm,
her her father by the things that she was doing because she's indifferent about the internet. I know
mm-hmm.
she says that she loves and she wants to be a content creator and all this other stuff, but let's just keep it a buck. She knows that this shit is not going to be it's not going to be it would affect her father. I think that that was her indirect way of getting to his ass. Just like because he's in love with the internet. He's in love with his image.
Internet ass nigga.
Yes, very much so. Even
My
to the
image can
point
never
where
come before my
you don't
children.
give a shit about me. You know what I'm saying? You're putting girls up on there that are graduating and you have no care about he could have killed all of this by saying, "Hey, listen to me. I'm your father. I'm on here on the internet. These women that you see me put up, these young girls that you see me put up, this is for work. And you, I want to keep you protected because I get death threats and all this other stuff. If that's what he wants to paint it as, then all you had to do was explain it. But Umar has an avoidance technique or
Right.
avoidance style. He let that girl go and he didn't correct her. He just let her go and he sent his people after her.
You know
And
what
so
pissed me
she
off?
wowed the fuck out.
You know what pissed me off is when he did that one thing when he was with his other baby mom and said she got a week and some change to
Yeah.
let me see my daughter or blah 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 blah. Why didn't you the fact that you first of all you did that to send people after her, your Umites after the
That
mother.
was sick. That was sick. And
Why
if
didn't
that
you
didn't
fight for her in court?
exactly, you want to take me to court, you didn't have that. You didn't have
You
none of his.
taking everybody else to court.
Yep, yep. Because he did not want them kids. He didn't want them. He
Right.
didn't want
And
them.
I
Wait
got
until he gets in a predicament where he gets hemmed up, and people finally feel okay to come out and speak. Umar's had the chance to have more kids, even more than what he has now, and he didn't. He made them end the pregnancy.
right.
He did
I
not. He
got
doesn't want the kids unless it's a boy. If it's a
I got
boy, he'll probably put that up because that feeds into his bullshit.
I got a question from Manny. He says, "What about this hacking of the bank?
Oh my
Whatever
God.
came of that? Whatever came of that?
He never did anything because it was a lie.
You
He
know it's a lie,
weaponized. Listen to me. That man weaponized that page because he knows y'all eat that shit up. He
right?
weaponized it. He could never. I deal with accounts that are far more elite than his. Why the hell would I ever go in and look at FDMG? I handle
Mm-hmm.
these accounts with ease. They don't know the department that I work in, but he could have fucked up my security clearance if they didn't know he was such an ass, like a dipshit.
Right. And can you explain to us what you explained for the people that wasn't here, what you did to ensure that everything was covered
I went
with your
to them.
job?
I took it in. I took it in to the people because of the type of department that I work in. I took it in to them and I explained what is going on. I explained it all. And they were like, "Well, we'll send it up." They sent it to some place. None of my sign-ons are on any of his shit. I've never looked up FDMG or his personal stuff. I've never done any of that because I know what he is. You got to understand, from day one, I knew what the fuck he was. When I came in to take care of his mother, he told me that somebody stole his identity and filed taxes. I don't work with
And
individual
that's
taxes
the fourth or fifth story he has tried to spin when it
on
comes
me.
to that no missing money.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
You one, Lennon, two, some accountant that he had.
Yes. Then there's
Or
an accountant. The Ken, what's his name?
what you just told us
Kincaid.
about somebody trying to steal his identity, that somebody, this random person,
This is why he's
that's
giving me
four
the
different
tour of
people.
the house. While he's giving me the tour of the house, the very first thing that what comes out of his mouth is that somebody took his identity and filed taxes. And I'm going to explain to y'all that is something that is it's not unheard of.
Why didn't you report it? That's
Why
crazy.
didn't I?
No, why didn't he report it?
He said that he did, but it was bullshit because this is what I do know. If somebody takes your identity and files tax, I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm telling you that is somebody that is extremely close to you because of all of the
Right.
things that they have in place right now in order to ensure it's you. You know what I'm saying? It would be very hard for me to pull that shit off and not have your taxes flagged. It'd be very hard for me to pull it off. Extremely hard. Not impossible, but really hard.
Very
He
hard.
said that it was one of the caregivers that did it. That's not something that I could just randomly do. I can have all your information, but there's going to be a chance that it gets hung up because they have certain it's like a certain process that it goes through for verification. And if anything is off, then it's going to hold it up. It's going to flag it. It's get sent to audit. This is
Right.
from what I understand from individual taxes. It is much simpler just to take your refund check. It's just that is more plausible than
Right.
somebody going in and filing taxes under your name.
So he claimed that somebody filed taxes under
Yes,
his name
and
and
wasn't him. They
nothing
stole.
came of that. Oh, you mean that? And I bet you it probably was the year where he claimed that he didn't make no money off of the donations, or the year that he claimed that he owed 300,000 in taxes, collected 300,000,
Yeah,
paid off that, and it was only 100,000.
he's this
Yeah,
when
he did that.
when he made those comments publicly. What'll happen is they'll go through, and I've said this many times. They're going to go through. They're not going to alert him, but I'm saying inner office wise, they're going to go through your shit with a fine tooth comb. Anytime you make an accusation about anything with us, they're going to go through your shit with a fine tooth comb. It doesn't matter if they're looking for us where we failed, where we messed up, and they're looking for if you mess up. And they have people that are very good at what they do. They also have software that is very good at what it does.
Right,
So I'm nowhere near any of his shit. Even though he's not talking about taxes, he's talking about bank accounts. It would still flag if it was me. It would flag because they're going to wonder why you're under this name, and we know that you have close proximity. Don't ever think that they do not know who your baby daddy is, who the chick that you fighting with at work. Don't ask me how they know. But if you go in there, it's called a UNAX violation. If you go into something and you ain't got no business in there, they gonna run your ass up. You're gonna be in federal penitentiary. And I'm not going to Fort Leavenworth for his ass. I've tell
right. Who
even when
going to
I
jail
was
for Umar?
working there, people were looking. Remember when everybody wanted to see Trump's taxes?
Right,
Everybody wanted to know what was on Trump's taxes. We knew don't touch that account. Don't go nowhere near it because if you do, your ass is going to federal penitentiary. Nobody's going to risk their job to satisfy a just a notion or just being inquisitive. Nobody's going to do that.
and moderators, do your job. We got some people in the chat that are moderators. If you got a wrench, do
I'd let
your
them go.
job. I mean, you allowed to have your opinion, but if you're gonna get disrespectful, get
But
them
be
out of here.
smart about. I mean, use common fucking sense. There's no way I'm going to go anywhere. I've invited people from the job to go to the event. If I'm going anywhere near these accounts, they're going to know about it.
Right, they're gonna know about it.
So I
Exactly.
went in. I took it in to get start the process of the investigation. Absolutely.
Right,
Absolutely. Because if you'll lie about this, you'll lie. See, the way when we say we work under a merit system, if you'll lie about something that, how they say, if you lie, you'll cheat. If you cheat, you'll steal, or, you kill. That's how they figure. If you will lie about something like that, you'll lie about some other shit.
right,
You're out here spinning. So no,
right.
you don't. We don't play those games up in that building.
I want you to elaborate on what he's done with his Umites to try to silence you because this needs to get out. Um, this it's not elaborated enough. I think this should be spoken on more on what he does
Oh yeah.
to challenge you and other people that who have come to you and
Hmm.
that are scared to come out. You know, you said
Yeah.
you got people that come to you that got stories, and if you can, I mean, I ain't going to ask you to do it, but if you can tell us some of those stories, you know,
I I think even to the fact that people come to my DM and they don't comment on the page. They don't even want people seeing that they are on the page, but they'll come to my DM. They'll leave. I've gotten receipts. I've gotten stories. I've gotten so much stuff, and I
can we
protect it
can we
because I
hear some
don't.
of those?
Um,
You don't got to, but
I don't even know. I would have to go in there, and the ones that I do know offhand, I don't want to give away anything, any identifying things that he would know about, so he would know who they. Because there are two women I believe that are still they like still deal with
wow.
him. One,
What's the point in coming to you if they still dealing with it?
because people don't like him, but for some reason they still stay in that space to utilize the space, and I guess the bubble out. I don't know. I've never figured out, but
Be
for
careful because that might be a setup.
a double agent, oh, I'm on that. I'm already on it.
Right.
I
Be
don't
careful.
give anything personal about myself out to anybody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And
So
anything that
make
I
make sure
do,
you
yeah,
yeah make sure you being alright because they they might be like you said double agents and
yeah,
trying to act like they got a story about Umar and then try to double cross you get
yeah.
in good with you. Yeah, like make what I'm trying to say is it, it, like the devil don't come as your friend. I mean the enemy come as
Yeah,
your friend.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And this stuff was instilled in me years ago, like with dealing with street stuff. I understand how to
Right,
put a story out. I know how the story comes back. I could put out three stories, and however that story come back, I know who told it.
right,
I'm up on my toes. I stay on my toes. I even know how to work these chats to get the bird. Like talking about feeding the birds. That's basically
right.
what I'm doing. I know y'all watching. I know you looking for something, and I know you highly emotional, and you gonna flip out if you find something. I've already told the people online that follow me, and I've told the people offline that. I know what I'm doing. There's no need. You can send whatever to whoever. They already have it. It's already being monitored.
Right. And I know
I'm far ahead on this shit.
you had some stuff that you wanted to address when you texted me earlier. You had some stuff you wanted to address. The floor is yours. Some
Oh,
people that got some things wrong, and some people that out there that's making videos that don't know what they talking about. The
oh
floor is yours.
yeah. I was thinking about. I was even talking to like trying to figure out a strategy with that. I feel like even with past things with people that have come to me and like on the side, I feel like there are some
Go ahead.
people
You
that
got the floor.
okay, I feel like there's some people that have want to remain neutral in case this goes sideways. They can go back over to that. That I never wanted any follower. I don't care about followers. I don't care about any of that stuff. I'm not trying to spin anything off of this. I was just coming out to put the story out there, right? So where Umar's these girls are concerned, I don't want to focus on them because what that looks like is we're fighting over him or we're fighting because of him. The stuff that they're talking about is not about the school, it's not about where the money is, it's not about anything other than they feel some type of way because I laid down with this man. And Umar is not helping them. They're no close proximity to him. You know how you're chasing somebody and they throw chairs in a way to kind of stumble you up? This is what these women are. He's not helping the situation. He's not doing anything. They're just
Right,
speaking. They're assuming. I've
right.
never seen people assume so damn much and just be grasping it. That video that I sent you, the woman was like, "Oh, he can't be a hoarder." Like
Right.
you don't.
No, that was crazy.
But she's fanned out. She's like how women
Mhm.
are about athletes and rappers and stuff. Like you're too fucking grown to be that fanned out and delirious. But somebody got her family has been in my DM. She has a baby by her uncle.
Her uncle. Yeah.
How the hell? I don't even want to touch that. But she's up here
And
saying
I
he's
thought I
not a
was a
whore.
Brenda baby.
Huh?
I thought I was a Brenda baby. God damn.
Man, that is, I don't know what the hell happened with that. I don't
My
even want to
daddy ain't
touch
my
it.
uncle. My mom had me young at that age. And
Hmm.
I was born that same year. So
Uh-huh.
my mama wasn't sleeping with none of her cousins. But
What
my
the
daddy
fuck, bro?
was well over 20, and my mother was 13, 14 when they met. They
Uh-huh.
started, and she was 15 when she had me. But
Yeah.
it wasn't her cousin.
And I was like that. I was like that. I came under, that doesn't mean anything about my background or my family or anything. I
Right.
came in, it wasn't used to the culture. I was like that. My kids saved my life because I was going to the
Me
pen.
too.
Yeah, I was in the streets heavy doing some really weird shit. So my
Me too.
kids saved my life. But I also got
Me
my
too.
shit together, turned my life around, and I made something out of myself. I'm a testimony. You
Right.
know, I don't look at stuff like that. This shit with her, she makes me
The
feel like
uncle.
she's from a family like that'll turn a blind eye to shit. She turns a lot of blind
Getting
eyes.
the motherfucking flowers in the attic. Yeah, you know, I knew that, did you? Flowers in the
Yeah.
attic shit.
Yeah, they want to take this in a different direction. The girl hopped into, the chats. We're not gonna do all it. I'm not doing all of that shit with y'all. Because it's just really they're mad because I slept with them and they're trying to help him, but they're really hurting him. They're hurting
Hmm.
them. I went and looked at that Miss Queen page and I'm like, girl, what is you doing? What are you doing? This is a lot
Yeah.
different. And I don't know you guys personally. You're doing all
Right.
of this because you're fanned out.
Right.
I don't want to deal with that shit. I dealt with that enough with my ex. I don't want to deal with that. It's
Right.
emotional. It's too emotional. The facts are good enough. And then they don't have facts on stuff. They're trying to say now that what is that, a tether? I don't know what the hell.
How can you be a tether
They're
when you're
because
not
I put
latching
in a
on to a specific religion or movement? You
they're trying to
actually
call out
started
to
a movement.
Nasheed. They called out to Boosie. I'm like, why are you? That tells me that you don't have a. You got to either be very young or you got to be very immature to call someone into this shit. Like they're gonna pop in and be like, oh my god, no, I'm not mess. Like
But
it's.
to be a tether, you have to latch onto a religion or movement. You're actually
I
the
don't know
start
nothing of
of a movement.
that. Is that? I think that's from FBA. Is that from Tariq Nasheed's
I
thing?
don't know, but you can't be a tether because you're actually spearheading a movement.
I think
Women who fight against popular or
they're
powerful men
saying it because my
for sexual
grandfather was
deviance.
Jamaican. My grandfather was Jamaican. That's why I had to look at it. Because
Yeah,
my grandfather is Jamaican, then and I don't know what kind of bullshit she's conjured up. But there's a lady that did her thesis on my family. She doesn't know. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They just talking. It's a whole book wrote about my family. It's
Oh
a whole
wow.
book. It's got our lineage and everything in it. She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. My grandfather was Jamaican though,
Okay.
and that's what I'll say.
But isn't Umar Jamaican and Cuban?
I don't know about Jamaican, but I know that his grandfather was like I think his name was Cicero. He was a white Cuban.
Cicero. I was going to
Yeah,
say that's either Cuban or Italian.
they said Cuban. Jamal is Cuban.
Yeah, I know him. He actually does work in the community out here. He actually is out here.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I've met a couple of people that
He's
know him.
actually out here doing the work that Umar claims that he's doing. And that's
Yeah,
why he's
yeah.
so ashamed. And I'm glad that he did come out and be like, I don't know what my son is doing, and I donated to him, and
Mm.
he's a fraud. I mean, he's a fraud.
Yeah.
And then you claim you related to. First, you said you came from Islam. You are a descendant.
Mm.
When the
He
actual
has
descendants came
no
out,
he has no ties, and I wanted to say
none.
this because of Terrence. He has no ties
I had Terrence
to
on here.
huh?
I had Terrence here.
Terrence is dope.
I did.
Terrence
And
is,
he
he
looks
reminds me a
just
lot of my dad.
like Frederick too. It's crazy how much
Man, don't he? He looks
he looks.
identical without
It's
he just bald headed.
crazy. It's crazy. And when
Yep.
I showed my mom, I was like, "Mom, I got the descendant of Frederick Douglass on my channel. I can't believe it." She was like, "You fucking lying." I sent her a screenshot.
Man,
Oh my god.
that's a wild boy too. He's military.
Mhm.
He
The thing about it is, he claimed that he gets invited to the family reunion, but Terrence is the one who invites everybody.
and he ain't on there.
He ain't on the list.
How
But
do
you
you
said
hijack somebody's family? That's what I don't
that's
understand.
crazy. That I would feel offended too, because first you said, "All right, I'm a descendant." Scratch that out. I'm still kinsman. DNA test.
That's crazy.
They're not
Well,
related. You
and
notice he doesn't say it at all. He didn't even address it. He just stopped saying it.
he just hijacked that man's family and just you. That's crazy. That's
They
like
should
saying
sue
now
him.
I know that my grandfather was into Garveyism. My mother was raised, but what I don't understand, that's like me saying Garvey was my great 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 great. You know what I'm saying?
They
And then
should
the
sue
family's
him.
gonna be like, what?
They should sue him because you made money off of his name. If you didn't claim you were Frederick Douglass Kinsman, no one would
That's
have donated to your
diabolical.
cause as much as they did. I guarantee you that him claiming that he was kinsman or descendants
Yeah,
from him, I guarantee you that boosted his donations. I guarantee
this
you
is
that's what boosted
crazy.
it. I mean, a black man wanting to start a school. There's plenty of black men wanting to start a school, but a black man that's a descendant of Frederick Douglass. Oh
And
my
you're
goodness!
beating
Think
and
about
you're
it.
not you're beating you're beefing with the family of the very person
Right.
that you named your school at. How does that go? That's crazy.
And I'm gonna be real though.
Terrence said he had to run his ass up out of the
Museum, the
no,
museum.
out of the cemetery.
He got a lock on that
Just
joint.
disrespecting his people's graves and stuff. Yeah, he's out there. He's
The
out
thing
there.
about it is though, like is ridiculous because you know the next person that comes up that's actually a real person that actually really wants to do the work and really
Yeah.
is about that. We're not going to
I think
care.
I think people forget that the thing about this school, there are other schools that have the Afrocentric curriculum. The thing that was going to be beautiful about this school, if it was going to happen, if it was original, if it, or not even original, but if it was something that was done with pure intent, was it would have been funded by us. You know what I'm saying? We would
Right.
have put black dollars into it, but I have proof that Umar took white money for the school. That's one. I
You
have
got?
proof
Can
of
you put
that.
it up here? Can you put it up here, please?
I'll send you the text. I'll send you the
Please
text.
send it to me.
Only thing that I ask
And
is
then,
that you redact the name, but please keep the
all right,
address, and you can look up the name of the person on your own. That's a
I'll
whole
wait.
white person.
I'll wait until the next live stream, and I'll
But
put that up there.
I'll definitely get that to you. But it would have been self-funded, but now because of this situation, he's gatekeep the process by not like allowing other people to come in and be a part of it. He hasn't
Mm,
documented it. He didn't have a method. He didn't have a process. He didn't go in sequential order. He didn't do any of this right. And he kept,
uh,
really made people jaded about the whole experience. So
um,
yes, you're right. If somebody else comes out and they're like, you know what, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do it. People are gonna be like, oh no, not this again. You know what I'm saying? They're not
he
gonna want to be.
actually there's actually a person that actually did do it, and he
That
burnt
is
him.
completely
King Randall.
self-funded by us. No grants.
King Randall. Manny
No, he
asked.
took grants.
Manny asked, "What do you know about Uncle Nancy?"
I don't know nothing about Uncle Nancy. I don't. I
Okay.
know he better quit calling people fat before I start showing his family pictures.
Hmm. Yeah, I mean more intrigued. You gotta see.
They said I got the pictures from ransacking his house. No, you dipshit. People sent it to me. I got shit I know Umar don't want nobody
Ransacking
to
his
see.
house. That's what I'm saying. What about the house? What what was going on with this house? You said
Oh
things were
God.
jacked up
Let me say
to
this
the
before I go there. I want to talk about the threats, okay? Umar
right.
has
Go ahead.
already a documented history, like court, YouTubers. He's already went through all of this. This thing with the ex partes. She wants me to be over here. This dipshit, the squawking, the bird lady. She wants me to be over here shaking and scared and fearful of Umar. I'm not gonna feed that man's um ego by doing all of that, and I'm not scared of him. An ex parte is not only because you are fearful, it is if I cross paths with him again, I have exhausted all options with dealing with him. So I should be able to protect myself, protect my castle, protect my children in the best way that I see fit at that time. That's why I want an ex parte, not because I'm fearful of him. He made a public threat in the Stanky Coochie video. He did that,
Right,
was his first threat. He said he's gonna have
right,
some girls pull up on me. Okay.
right.
They
And he
text
said
me.
you was gonna go to jail.
Yeah, but he was like, I should have some girls pull up on her and beat her ass. I knew they wasn't gonna be local. But he also sent text him. He let these girls send text. They sent me my address. I said, pull up or shut up. Don't
Send
We're
all
not gonna
that.
do this. I don't argue with people.
Send
I
all
said
that.
that when we were offline. I don't argue. I'm a fight. We're gonna either get to the point where it's gonna get after I get tired of hearing you. I don't do the mouth battle shit.
Right.
Then he passes my address. He docks my son, docks my daughter. She got her own shit coming, and she's born on Garvey's birthday. That girl she's gonna come her way, but
Send all that. All
she's
that
a
information.
Leo herself. I like she'll come when she's ready. But he sent a threatening message to my son. He said that this is gonna be handled one way or the other. one way or the other. This is why are you sending that to he's not a boy, but a young man in his 20s. You don't know what time he's on either about his mom. Then this is the cap. This is like the
We don't
pinnacle.
play about our mamas. I don't know
This is
about different states, but we do not play about our mamas.
no, ain't nobody gonna play about their kid or their mom.
Right.
These are black, and I have to be the calmer head in all of this and keep this online. Keep it online. So then he sends my address where a man's son, minor son, sleeps. He
Mm-hmm.
sends my address to a random person he don't know and I don't know. There's no
That's
reason
crazy.
to send my address to anyone, even though it's not a real address. There's no reason to send that to anyone unless you want them to show up at the address. You have
Uh-huh.
a documented past of sending people to your baby mother. This is the same person that said he couldn't let people know who his kids and his family
Right.
is because he gets threats. Then why would you sick them on your child mother? You don't know if this girl is coming, not girl like that, but lady is coming out of her work, late at night. She might even have your child with her, and somebody run up on her.
Too much power.
Exactly. He don't need to be on the net, period.
Nope.
So I don't give a fuck about who they send and whatever. You can write all the letters you want to, but this is a documented pattern and it has to stop. And the only thing that
Right.
he's mad about is not because I sent men to his address. Now, mind you, I have his address. I didn't send nobody to his address. I didn't give out his address. I didn't pass his address. But it's not because I did anything like that. It's because I spoke. You don't control my mouth. You can't muzzle me.
Right.
The only thing they've been worried about is we make her stop doing interviews and take down her page. She's talking. She's trying to get clout. It's all about me, like putting all of this information out. And if you notice, all of this stuff from the past has been down deep. It's still stuff that I'm finding. It's because it wasn't kept up on the surface for it to be relevant. So
Right.
I'm not gonna stop
I
talking until
understand
I
you.
feel like
I
it.
understand you. And I want to elaborate on this booty hole thing, man. This is oh
Dookie
my
shoot.
god.
The Dookie shoot
The
is
Dookie shoot. Umar Tunde Dookie shoot. No, Umar Dookie shoot Tunde.
typhoid Tunde. That's what they called him in Lennox chat. I died. Yeah, he just
He
like
tried
playing with
to
booty holes. I
move
don't know what his thing
like
is.
what?
Maybe and then
I'm
that
trying
might be
to wrap my
normal.
mind
I don't have
around
a
it.
I don't have a whole lot of experience. That might be
Like, I'm not
normal.
gonna lie. I like to feel on my wife's booty before I go to sleep. The butt cheeks.
Yeah.
I like to grab I like to grab some butt cheeks. But the bro, you got the
The actual hole? You can fart in somebody's face and give them pink eye.
yeah,
I don't
like
think that's normal.
you got the like bro, like I like to like squeeze some butt cheeks a little bit before I go to sleep, lean over, hold on to something.
He's just a deviant.
But
He's a sexual
to
deviant.
put your fingers down there, bro, just playing with, and to get his boot. That's what
And you
I'm
can't go. I know one thing. I was telling him, yeah, you can't go from front. You can't go from back to front. That's no. That's
bro.
not.
Like what? Wait.
You'll
He goes.
tear a woman's pH up. You can't go from back to front. You have to stay where you at.
Wait. He likes to go from back to like.
He don't understand. He's not for this person to been with all these women. Like, how do you not know you don't go mess with the booty hole and then go to the cootie cat?
It, bro, what the? He like to mess with the booty hole before he play with the kitty cat.
He's interchangeable. He's all over the place. He's all over the place.
So he was one of them fat niggas that got bullied, didn't know what he was doing.
You said what?
That's
Say
what
it
it
again.
sounds like. He one of them fat niggas that got booty. I mean, they got bullied. Didn't get no women until he got on the internet.
Yeah, I don't see
There's
him
no
as
way
somebody
at
that's
that
like
age. Go ahead.
he's not like that. He talking about, that she would rather be with me. You ain't that dude. It ain't like no experience, a memorable experience. For these girls are hyping his head up. I'm
Shoot
telling
me,
you,
man.
it wasn't nothing to cut a nigga off. I'm telling you, it just wasn't. I was like, we're good. It's
Oh
not
my God.
that.
She said, "You gonna fuck a woman pH balance up?" Yeah, of
Yeah, yeah,
course.
he's all over the place. He's all over the
I don't
place.
even wanna.
I should
Yo,
post
if
a
you
I should post a
ever,
picture of what he did to the hotel room. He's just a slob. He's like he's
what did
and
he
I
do to
don't
the
mind
hotel
it.
room?
Huh?
What did he do to the hotel room?
He
He
just
ordered you
he's
there.
messy. He's like a mess. He's like a monster, like a toddler, like a
I
hamster.
mean, men, as
You gotta
natural
see
men,
this picture.
are
I'm gonna post
a
it.
little messy, but when the women come around, you got to clean that shit up, bro. Like,
Yeah, and I don't mind cleaning up. I really my thing, and I've said this before. I really don't like seeing men clean. That's not my
yeah,
thing.
we get a little messy. Like
I
sometimes you
know,
know,
but I
work,
don't like
you like
watching
to
them
just throw
clean.
your
I
shit
gotta
around
get
a
up.
little bit, but god damn, bro, like
Yeah, I gotta get
really,
up. I gotta like give me that. You go do
did
something else manly
really hold
and
you?
the visual. But I don't like male strippers. I don't like stuff like that. I don't like men in like and I don't
Wait a
like
minute,
men licking their lips and rolling their abs. I don't like that shit.
with the eyebrows, I'm talking about with the.
Yeah. So nothing that he does is like, ooh, now I'll gas his head. If I'm with him, I'm gassing his head. But that's not my
Yeah,
shit.
that's motivation, but
Yeah, I don't
like
like that stuff.
first of all, to say that you going down there like orally,
Hmm.
you done already went from the back to front, and
Hmm.
you went down there,
Yeah.
poop tongue Tuesday.
Yeah. And move your hand if he will put your hand there.
Oh,
He will put your
I don't even
hand
want to
there.
know. Oh my God, did you smell your fingers?
No, hell no. I didn't even go. I pulled back and said, I got on
I hope
nails.
you washed your hands up in fire.
Oh God. Of course, I mean afterwards, you're gonna hit all of this, but I'm
Yeah, I
like,
went
I got on
straight to the
nails.
bathroom. Oh
Uh-uh.
my God.
I don't
That's
even
what I'm
like eating
saying. You
spicy
probably
stuff
stupid.
or not saucy stuff with my nails. I don't even really no.
And you
I
had,
can't have no
that's probably why he did it.
dookie chunks under my
You had,
nails.
that's probably why he did it because you had extra lymph on your fingers. Oh my
Yeah, I got
God.
some fat fingers too.
Oh,
I know he was looking at my hands like, ooh.
oh yeah. Oh
She got
yeah.
some
Those are them.
some chubby grippers.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I'll take two,
Woo.
please. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
Oh my God. Oh.
I wouldn't
Woo.
even like it if a dude is like
Listen.
play with my like
If
my
you
chest nipples or something. I
go,
would not like that. That's not for me.
I don't like my nipples touch. If you go past the thigh, I probably uppercut you.
I don't
Oh
touch a
my God.
man's butt at all. Not even like out in PD, like
Yeah, bro.
having like I don't
Anybody,
like men that like that. I
any
don't like
man,
smacking a man on his butt. I don't
a
look at
man like
men's
his
butt.
chest rubs a little bit, but if you
Yeah.
touch my nipples, I'll fuck around and hit you with a combo.
I'm
And
not
then,
into that.
like, if you, like, why are you moving? Like, first of all, I don't want your hand on my thigh, period. I mean, if you know, some women like to grab your thighs and pull themselves forward. But if you go anywhere behind the thigh, I fuck around and knee you in the face. Like you
Get your
moving the
ass out of
hand
there.
back there?
I think
Oh
remember
my
Simone used to
God.
talk about remember Simone used
You
to
like
talk
his
about
butt?
the finger test with me and
Yeah. I did.
yeah. I was like, nah,
Oh,
girl, I ain't even attempt. I don't want nobody to puck their butt. But I don't even Now the most I do is like I'll grip the the nuts because that's not
Oh
grip
yeah,
it,
we
but
like that.
hold it
But
because that's part of the act. But I'm not sitting up there going further. I'm not fucking with no taints. I'm not. No, I'm good on all of
mm-mm.
that.
You
That's
move
not
past my thighs, we
masculine to
got a
me.
problem.
So to
But
pull my
and then
hand further, I don't know what you're doing, and I don't want no
and
parts of
then
that.
what was the saying that he told you about a man's jaw?
Oh man, that shit! I will never forget that. He was rubbing my hair. He liked to play with my hair and like all this
He
other
like to
stuff. And then
play.
he was like, he was like, it's good, but your your jaws are not as strong as a man's jaws. He was like, you don't have jaws like a man's jaw. And I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
Exactly what it's supposed to mean.
And then
He had a
relax. Like
man's jaw
he
on
was
him,
like, relax, relax. I'm like,
allegedly.
why would you even
Allegedly.
say that at this time? What is the point of you telling me this?
There's no other reason. There's no other reason
Oh
other
God! And
than
every time I think
he
about
had
this
a
dude, I want
man's
to go
jaw.
take a bath.
I want to go take a bath. Shit, you making me want to go take a bath.
Brush and he should be
Oh my
really open
god.
about all of the women. I had no idea that he was what he was. The only thing that I was okay with is that I knew that he liked to be online and flirt and take pictures with women, but I was not. I was thinking that he was a loner. Oh man, this guy is. And he knew that because I literally have the text when I found out about all of this stuff. I'm like, what the fuck is this? What is
And then
this?
he tells
What
you
is
to go
this?
sit down when he gets back. What's going on with Michigan? Sit your ass down. Huh?
Man.
He never elaborated on none of that. Like when he told you to like go sit down.
I said, what the hell is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? He said, go. He was like, go sit down. Just go sit down because I'm not going to do this in front of my mother. And I didn't press it. I'm in his home. I'm not going to
Well,
dis.
it was so when you got outside of his mother, when his mother wasn't there,
He
what
did.
was
It was.
the
She's there all the time. He didn't want to have the conversation outside of that space. Yeah, and this is where the women were talking about. She dropped his mom. No, bitch, you stupid. There's no way that you cannot see it because the way that the house is set up, everything is right there in front of the camera. Like she
oh my
sits in the
god.
middle of everything. She's in the middle. She's the reason for the season when it's when you're in the
Right.
downstairs.
She's there the whole time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know how cognitive, and I wasn't about to, even tell her about some of the things she was doing. I waited until we got to text, but he didn't want to talk. He don't want to deal with stuff. He don't want to deal with stuff. He don't want to deal with it. But as
So
far as with
whenever
that
he has an
situation,
issue, he
huh?
doesn't want. So whenever he has an issue, he shuts down.
Absolutely, absolutely. He won't.
Oh, oh, oh wait. Oh, she fell out. Hopefully she get back in. Hopefully she gets back in. Oh my God, this nigga like his booty hole played with, and he likes to play with booties. Allegedly. Hopefully she comes back in. We can get her back in here. Oh my God, She said she had some shit for us, and I didn't think it was that. I did not know it was that. So hopefully, let me text her. Oh, my phone died. Shit. Oh, my phone died. Damn it. Hold on, let me call my daughter, see if I get my Why do y'all bring my charger in here? Hopefully we can get her back up here. Oh man. In the arms of the angel, fly away from here. Oh God, say it ain't so today. In the arms of the angel. This one is going viral. Umar E5 like his booty hole play with Tunde. There are those of you who realize that Umar wants you to give generously to his tank. Some of you ask, why come Umar like his booty hole played with? Why come Umar like women with fat fingers? Why come Umar like the tickle booty holes? Don't ask, I said. Don't ask, I said. Don't ask. No questions. He just like you to play with the booty. Oh my God. Please, Lanae, come up here. If you need me to put it in the chat, I'll put it in the chat, Miss Lanae. I'm going to put it in the chat right now just in case you can't get back up here. Maybe her phone died. Ooh, shit, my right button ain't clicking. Ooh, my right button ain't clicking. Oh, shit. My right button ain't clicking. They done broke my goddamn. They done broke my goddamn joint, bro. They done broke the joint. Oh, shit. Damn. Hold on. Let me go get my charger so I can put my phone on the charger and get her up back up here. Hold on. All right, I'm back. All right, let me get this phone on the charger because I'm pretty sure she's texting me right now. She ain't jump in the chat yet, though, did she? Oh, my phone dead. Let me get a couple. Hopefully, she can get back up in here. Oh wait, there she is. There she is. She already in here. Hold on, let me get this up. There she is.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
what
think
it
he
is.
can hear me though.
This
My bad. There you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, okay. He didn't have him on the ear.
Yeah, I ain't had my headphones on now. Now back to what you were saying.
I don't know what I was just. I'm
You
sorry.
was
Just having
yeah.
technical difficulties.
Okay, that's fine. We always have technical difficulties around here, especially on Restream. But back to what you were saying. I forgot what we was at. We was about to we
You
was talking
said
about him liking the booty hole play. Well,
I will never get over that mess.
and shit, neither with the internet. Tomorrow is gonna blow up. Oh my god!
Yeah,
But other than that, the way he treats his mother is ridiculous. Um, I can't wrap my mind around that either. Me and my mom don't got the best relationship, but there's no way I would treat my mother in such
okay.
manner.
I'm back. I don't know what the heck is going on, but yeah, it's somebody said that he said that Terrence is nowhere, has no reason. All Umar has is internet popularity. That's it. There's no, like, literally. I know
There's
so
none
many
around here,
men that would be surprised. You're doing amazing in life compared to this man.
right? We and to have a job, you're doing better than him. And
Job, have your kids with you. There's nothing that anybody can say to make him not be a failure in real life. I mean,
right,
he's not
have
that
you ever
dude.
have you ever seen him help any? Because you said that you originally called him to help
Yeah.
your child. Have you ever seen him help any children at all?
I Okay, so Terrence said that he used to take some bus, like a short bus of kids to the cemetery. But I've been looking to find in Philly, anyone that has been on those bus rides. Like, did he? I've
Right,
been looking for even a student that made, he
can't
made a
find him.
difference in
Right,
their life. Um, he's been to kids' birthday parties. He used to do. I don't know why anybody would have him come to their child's birthday party.
that's it. Like not actually like helping them. Like
Yeah, this is my only understanding of him with kids. Now, Robert said, his nephew said in that interview that he was, a big part of him, being the man that he is today. Um,
yeah, yeah,
that's
he helped him.
family,
Yeah, he helped
huh?
him. Yeah, he helped him so far, but like any other like children.
Nobody. He's supposed to have, and I don't think a lot of people know this. He had a Boy Scout group, which is odd in itself. He had a Boy
Whoa!
Scout group and a Girl Scout group, but I don't
If
know
you
if he just.
of the angel.
I don't know if it ever took off. I don't know if it was just a thought. You never know.
A Boy Scout group,
Yep,
and he
yep.
said he wanted to cuddle by
And
the
that is
side.
odd. That's odd as shit when you want to create these things to bring kids in, but you don't work. You're not a kid person. You don't be around kids. You're not, none of that shit. So why are you trying? It's almost like it's the kidnapper van going around. Why do you
Well,
always
the
want to
fact
bring in
that
these kids?
he said he was going to be a history teacher, nigga, you don't have a teaching license.
Yeah, that dude is off. That's why he wanted his own school. A lot of the
Plus,
people
he
that go
wanted
into
to.
this school will not have a license. They won't have any degrees.
This is ridiculous.
But at this point, I've come to like. At this point, I'm like, if that's what they want to put their, I just can't. I can't understand that.
I don't like the fact when he said, and then when he said instead of sending them home when they need to be disciplined, he's going to cave their chests in.
Yep. Because
I
that's
would
what he got.
burn that school to the fucking ground if you touch my child.
Man, I
There's gonna be a
don't
lot of ass whoopings
know
getting. Gonna be,
how. I think that he assumes, even with like with my kids' dad, I think he assumes that all men don't be with their kids or don't care about their kids. Because I
but that's
can't
what he wants at his
understand,
school.
huh?
That's what it seems like he wants at his school. He wants a bunch of kids who don't have fathers
Yeah,
that he can
yep,
culturalize, if that's a word.
yeah,
Turn them into a cult.
yeah.
That's
And the
what
women that
I
are going to be okay with it. He wants to
think.
stepdaddy. He wants to be black
The
women's
stepdaddy in
stepdaddy.
the whole school. Ooh, that nigga booty hole loose.
It's
Um,
gonna be drama. It's gonna be, and I don't even think it's gonna make it to opening because
right,
I can't see it happening. But I just can't
right.
understand why taking the person that you see online, even for some of these people like celebrities and are supposed to know better, why they're keep pushing the school to happen after what you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
No, no. I was asking my friend now, what's the tone on the other side? Like, are people really? And it's no, they don't deal with him. They don't want to be bothered with him. He's funny, is what some people say, but other than that, he's basically a meme. He's a comedian. He's considered
Exactly.
a
And
personality.
everybody in Philly got that personality.
Yeah,
It just was a Philly personality that a lot of people haven't seen.
it's kind of like the meatball of conscience.
Right, right. Um,
It's a lot of
oh,
people responsible. I feel like when we have this court day, I just feel like I'm gonna try to drag as much stuff out.
that's what I want to talk about. This whole. Now, I know you can't talk about a lot of things, but can you let us know like why this is going on and whatever you can speak about?
The only thing that this is a one step, the very first step, it was supposed to go really quick. One step in a long string of steps, but the first step was to get the ex parte for the things that follow. Because I feel like it is absolutely necessary. I feel like it's
It
absolutely
is.
necessary. I can't say why, but when we get into court, I want to have it videotaped or transcribed. I want to bring this stuff before a judge too, as much as I can, because I want it to be checked and verified. I don't want to
Mm-hmm,
do any more. Well, she said this, but he said this. I wanted to put it with professionals to determine what is the truth.
mm-hmm.
So that with this court date, all this is because he contested the ex parte.
Right.
He never needed to come here to Kansas City. He never needed to come to this. This was just me walking in, showing my proof, and if they approved it, me get ex parte. If not, the proximity, him being in Philly, me being in Kansas City, is the reason why they didn't grant it immediately. But when he showed up, ta-da, he hops on planes like people hop on city buses. You need to grant it. He's talking about he's going to be in Mizzou. He's going to be there. I pray to God he never crosses my path. But if he does, or anyone come in his name, I want the ex parte to show that I exhausted all options with this dude. He was warned. He was not only warned publicly, but I want it on paper. You know, kind of like carried by six, judged by
Right.
12 type shit.
Right.
I have to protect myself. I have men that are around me that don't play about me, and I don't want anybody reacting. I don't want anybody touching this. This is my mess. I got to clean it up.
Exactly. I understand that.
But that's all this is it's a thing she wants or they want me to be over here shaking. I know I can protect my castle. I know it. I'm good. But I don't want to be put in a compromising position where one of these idiots feel like they're going to go the extra mile to gain his favor like they're doing right now and think that they can try it.
But,
I don't
um,
want
I
that.
understand that. That's fully understandable.
This should
Um,
never even came out in the public. If he never
it
did
should have
this,
kept his mouth shut.
what
He
he,
set himself up for this.
huh?
He set himself up for this.
I told him, don't take your people and leave. The same thing he's
Mm-hmm.
doing right now. It was a different group before. Because
Mm-hmm.
when this first came, you seen Rod Ebony out in front of everybody. Where is she now? Now
Nowhere.
you got more chicks. All of the ones claiming to be that girl, they were never around when me and him was cool. Except
Right.
for the one horseback, Punky Brewster. She was out in the open, but it wasn't on any of this.
Right.
I don't care about them. I just want to get to the meat of this stuff. They want to make this like a girl fight. This ain't that.
Right.
And they're saying that these things don't happen, but they do. I have proof that it happens, and he has proof too. So he's not helping y'all. Why would he tell y'all to come out and say this and know that I have text in my phone to debunk it? They're
He's
saying,
full of
oh,
shit.
they're saying no, he doesn't, but there are other women behind the scenes that have slept with them and been like, yeah, we know he does this.
He's full of shit.
Yeah, yeah. But don't lie to kick it. If you like
That's
playing
what
with
they
people's
do.
booty holes, you just like people's booty holes. That's one of your things. You don't mind shit. I
Right.
enjoy it. If you know that you are a tender dick nigga, then just be okay with that. Embrace it.
Oh my god, killing me.
I think that the crash out is what pissed the women off because they're like, if I wasn't nothing or nobody, he should never have responded to me. He
Right.
went fucking ballistic about me because he knows what
Ballistic.
it is.
Yep. Yep.
He knows what it is.
Well, I ain't got no further more questions. If there's anything else you want to address, you can. Before we
I don't think
end
it's
this live.
anything else. I think we're just,
Yeah, I
if
think we covered
require
everything.
proof of anybody, require proof. That's one. I'm trying to
Hmm.
get this to wrapped up to the end part. That's my focus is get it to the end.
Right.
Get it to the end. Now work offline. The things that I'm talking about, they're months behind. So there's no way I'm going to bring something out in the open because I know they lurk. I'm never going to bring it in real time. But
Right.
trust and believe me, y'all wouldn't even known about the court thing had he not went on live about Kansas City, eating cinnamon buns in
Hmm.
Kansas City.
You
He wanted
killing me.
people to know he was here. So he's getting his little clout kicks off of this too. He's not
Oh
just
yeah.
ignoring me and leaving this alone. He follows the page, and the page is designed just to slander me,
Right.
which is
And
okay because my
we're
page
gonna
is
keep
my war
fighting.
room.
Right. We're gonna keep fighting them.
Right. The money is gone. He is absolutely broke,
He's gone.
I believe.
That money gone. That money been gone.
Yeah.
I don't know, but he pulled out 60,000 to pay off
I think
Miss.
somebody put it.
Right?
I think somebody did. I think it's the women. I think they actually are tricking
Maybe
money.
he took those donations because he knew he was being sued when he said that the bank account was. I don't know, man. There's a lot of things that can go into that.
Yeah, but he's not transparent. So require it before you start giving the dude money. Just require him to be transparent. I don't need followers or anything like that. This shit don't spend nowhere. It just is what it is. Require him, and then the thing with I do want to say this. The thing with his mom, do not listen to these dizzy ass broads. First of all,
Uh,
we're months past that. We were looking for a way in. This is kind of what started this. So we're months past that. Whoever she called, sitting up yapping their ear off about it, who gives a shit? We're past that. The
right.
wellness check started before I came into the home. I know who I talked to, and I know their position, their title, and I was told as many times as I need to call in to have a wellness check done about the mother. I'm okay to do that. Stop talking about what you're gonna do or what something is. Start calling the police or start getting attorneys if you feel like something's done wrong, but you won't do that shit because you know that I'm doing what's right.
Hmm.
I've been threatened and threatened and threatened. Now she's lying. She's doing this. She's doing that. Y'all ain't none of y'all moved to do anything offline to bring this. So it's a distraction. They're deflecting. I know what I'm talking about. I know who I talk to. I know what departments they're over. And I didn't talk to no fingers and toes. I went straight to the head. I know what I'm talking about.
Nothing. Right.
What they need to be concerned about is how this man could pay $68,000 settlement, and this man is able to benefit from sleeping off of Section 8, like laying up on Section 8 property
Ah,
and public housing.
yeah, right.
That's the focus because there's a family in Philly that really needs that. He's
Uh huh.
he's a able-bodied person that can get up and get a job. He's got degrees. He's capable of working. He should not be on food stamps. She should not be on food stamps. None of
Not
that.
if you make it $70,000 or 700,000.
Why is he getting assistance? Why is she getting assistance?
Right.
That's gross negligence on their part. And I know it is because even if you have access, it does not matter who gave it. You have access. That's why they asked you, do you receive gifts? I used to work for the state of Missouri. I know what I'm talking about. He should not be up parlaying and living up off of the government. And then hollering about COINTELPRO and people. He's full of crap. He's full of crap.
She made 700,000 off of speaking engagements and interviews
And you get to
last
lay
year.
up because you have executorship over the mother. You don't have to pay rent.
Why don't you have your own apartment after making 700 grand?
Exactly. Why isn't she in the care? She requires skilled care. This is another thing with these idiots. Why are you not pushing if if you're gonna do all of this fanning and capping for him? Why don't you require the proof before you come out and do it? Because
Mm-hmm.
you're on blind faith.
Mm-hmm.
You've never seen the house. I know because you would not be out here doing all of this. Or if so, you need to go down right along with them because you knew about it.
Mm-hmm.
So the stuff is not
Exactly.
either way you turn it, you twist it. I've already dealt with professionals on this. I know what I'm talking about. I haven't hid anything. I have a screenshot of an email that could shut down the fucking internet if I let it go right now. They're
Please
looking
send
at the wrong shit.
that.
You're worried about Shango work. You need to be worried about getting him some help.
Mm-hmm. Send that to me and then come back on
I'm
and
not letting,
explain it.
that's like the house stuff. I'm not letting go. That's my ace in the hole. And it may
Nah,
come that you
nah,
guys
you keep
find
that.
out about it beforehand. But I know what I'm talking about. I'm the least of Umar's worries. I am the least. of Umar's words. And I want, when I drop it, if I have to drop it, please look at the date, because this started way before Siobhan. And I'm not his fucking problem, and he's
Mm,
not mine. So that's really all of it. I just want people to use common sense. He did this shit to himself. All you had to do was move these fucking people out of my space. Let me have my privacy. But if I can't have privacy, you will not get any privacy.
exactly.
And that's all.
Right.
Mm.
Um, I want to thank you for coming on, and you're always welcome. And whatever those receipts you send me, I would love for you to come back on and explain them.
Yeah, absolutely. I will.
I
But
definitely will.
I got you guys in a thing where if I let one go, I try to give it to everybody.
Right,
I
right,
try
and
to get
that's what you should do because we
some
all are
things.
linked together.
Some things the attorney says I can't release. I can't put out even though this asshole did it to me, I can't put out his address. I can't put out the inside of the layout of his home. And the ad is crazy. Y'all can't get the address because you can just look at the layout of the home, but I can't do
Mhm.
any of that. So I haven't. Now I can post. This is another thing. I can post pictures of the front door and the back door and anything around it. There's nothing wrong. They need to figure out what the fuck doxing is. But I could post certain things that I have, but because we have the court, we're going to have to go to court. He does not want all of the evidence basically or information out there without him being able to set it up in a certain way.
Oh,
But we're in step one. We just got to get through it. And if they deny the ex parte for some crazy reason, it still doesn't stop the train. It
mm-hmm.
doesn't stop it. You got to have mouth control. Got to have mouth control and watch who you're dealing with, messing with, and that's it.
All right. Well, like I said, I appreciate you for coming up.
Thank
Um,
you.
like I said, I never thought that I would ever even be able to reach you, and you're always welcome up here. And
Thank
whatever
you.
information that you send me, I definitely want you to come up here to explain it because you can do it better than I can. And
Okay.
I will keep in contact with you, whether you're up here or not,
Oh
because
yeah, everybody still texts me. I keep them up to date. Whatever I can let go, y'all know I'll let it go.
right, I think you're an amazing woman, and like I
Thank
said,
you.
whether you and Marianne know it or not, you guys started a movement, and you are the spearhead of that movement,
Yeah.
and you are doing a lot for Black women right now for doing this, and I commend you for being brave and coming up here and going on all the other shows and telling your story because this could open the floodgates for a lot of Black women to speak up against powerful men who have done them wrong.
Absolutely. 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 And that's I want to make sure that any young girls that go in them hotel rooms that they have somewhere where they can be like, ooh, I don't know if I want to chance it. I'm not telling nobody not to or to. I'm just saying, at least you have someone that understands that there's an opposite side to it. But thank you
Right.
for having me. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you. I will text you
Okay.
after this and see what's going on. So
Okay.
appreciate you stopping by. See you later.
Okay.
All right, y'all. I gave y'all everything I can give. Shout out to Miss Lanae Stacks again for coming up here and dropping the exclusive like always. Like always. And I will be texting you afterwards. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody that stopped by. Like I said, every live stream is y'all who make these lives lit. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Subscribe. Hit that like button. It's your boy, the one and only Brenda's baby. Video my app. You were just tuned in to Rim Rum TV. I see y'all when I see y'all. Until then, you better be careful there, little Umar.